Hello, and welcome everyone to another edition of Dante's Harmony podcast. My name is Dante Harmon, and really excited for to be here on today with you all. If you are watching, we are live right now on YouTube and Facebook. We are live right now on YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching with us, make sure you like and share this post, and let us know where you are watching from. Let us know where you're watching from. Shout out to Delray Grace. I am rocking that Sacred Steel Museum wear. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. We definitely want to get into the Sacred Steel Summit. That's why we're here today. So tell a friend, tell a neighbor to tune in. We're going to be talking all things Sacred Steel Summit 2025. I have some very special guests on here today, and I think the list is going to be endless, and it's going to keep going and going and going. And just when you thought I had my last guest, here comes another one. So I'm gonna not prolong the time, and I'm very excited to have my dear friend, my buddy, I should say the CEO, the sheriff, the brains behind the brand, if you will. We're gonna bring him up. Sheriff Alvin Lee. Alvin Lee. Let me bring him up to the stage. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Happy and excited, man. Just super excited about, what's about to happen tonight.
It's good to see you, man. And
all the special guests that are coming on, and man, I'm just ready, man.
It's about to happen.
It's about to happen, man.
It's Sacred Steel season is here.
The season is started, man. It's like the
Sacred Steel season is here.
We just excited about how God's been blessing the movement, and with everybody that's a part of just the whole movement. From what we're doing, what you're doing, what Delray Grace doing, what everybody is doing to keep this tradition alive. And I'm just so excited, man, that we got the privilege to have the legends, and so I'm excited, man. So, but all roads lead to Sacred Steel Summit 2025. All right,
that's right. Well, listen, man, we're excited. So I know there's so much information that we need to definitely get out to the people. They need to know where to come. They need to know the dates, and we come on. Let's shout out the date. May the 23rd. What is it? May the 23rd through the 25th.
25th, right? Memorial Day
and
weekend.
We're gonna bring someone. That's right, Memorial Day weekend, that Friday through Sunday. And listen, you will not be disappointed. You want to hear some great music, some good times. Listen, Alvin. All the time we've been there, we have not been disappointed with the weather. I know it's been hot. But we've not been rained out.
Well, we're in Florida. What you think about Florida? It's gonna be hot. So, well, I'm excited, man.
That's right. So you're gonna get the heat. But listen, there's some vital information that I think we all need, and I can't help but bring the person, your next person in charge that pretty much runs the operations of the brain. Can I call it like I see it?
Call it like you see it. Come on, young preacher.
I'm gonna call it like I see it. We're so grateful for her. Kiki, thank you for being here with us on today. How are you?
I'm good. I've had a crazy 6 weeks, but I'm good. I'm all done with all the crazy work stuff, and I'm ready to jump back in 100% into the summit. And I'm really glad that we have this opportunity to spread the word on social media, Facebook and YouTube. So I hope everyone's tuned in to one of those channels. And we're going to talk a little bit about how to get to the summit and what to do when you're there.
Absolutely. So Kiki, there's some vital information that everyone needs as far as registration is concerned, where to come, what to do, lodging, and I'm sure you have a plethora of information because you are a wealth of information as already as it relates to the Sacred Steel Summit these past years, getting us organized and keeping us together. and making sure that things are flowing smoothly, and we are where we need to be and how things need to be. But give us some vital information that maybe a first time user that's watching us right now is really, really excited about coming to see us. What's the first thing that they should do?
Well, the first thing that they should do is like and follow the Sacred Steel Summit Facebook page. Number one, that's the first thing. Almost everything that we're going to talk about tonight is posted on that page. The important things I do pin to the top of the page, so it's easy to find. I also, I think we're up to date on the Lee Boys webpage now. The Lee Boys website has all the things that are going on under the Be in Touch umbrella, so to speak. So you can find information there. But I would say, first and foremost, like and follow the Facebook page. Number one, that's first and foremost. And that will get you as much information as you can possibly get. And it's updated frequently. And now that we're getting, 2.5 months out, it's going to get updated even more. So please like and follow and pay attention to the posts and the dates on the posts. Right now, we have the registration link on the summit page, and I do have that pinned. I think that I think we want you to register, even if you're not going to play. It'd be nice to know who's coming. If you're in, that way we're going to build a mailing list or an email list anyway for our next and future events, which may or may not be limited to one event moving forward. Hopefully we're going to be looking at doing some smaller regional events. So it'd be great if we had all your contact information. And the only way we're going to get that is if you register. So please register first and foremost.
Right.
Secondly, I just posted the hotel information about a week or so ago. We're going to go back to La Quinta again in Lake City. They've been very kind and generous with us. They have given us an amazing rate, $159 a night on Memorial Day weekend in a tourist area is pretty much unheard of. I think that's about a $250 to $280 a night room rate, and they've knocked off quite a bit. So we're going to consider them to be a sponsor and a supporter of the summit because they help us meet and exceed our goals as far as making sure that our players and their guests are housed comfortably. I know that there's plenty of people watching right now who were what shall we say, the benefactors of some amazing jam sessions that happened Friday and Saturday night, Thursday night too, I believe, with a few people. But I see videos every now and again of those two nights, and those are the value add to what we're doing. Those are the things that happen organically, and they are just enough to like warm your heart. It's crazy to see brand new players or relatively new players and have our legends there. Ted, I saw Ted last year multiple times downstairs, and Chuck Campbell as well. And Calvin was always in there. So it's great that we get our legends, and also our young guns have stepped up too and are joining in those little jam sessions. And the hotel is just like, not a problem. We love it. So anyway, we're gonna go back to the La Quinta again. So there is a code in my post in regards to and a phone number. So just give them a call. Use the code that's in the post and reserve your rooms. You'll just need a deposit. You can pay that over the phone with a card, and then when you show up, then you can just take care of the balance at that time. So it's a great rate. It's a nice little hotel. It's really convenient to the venue, which, by the way, if nobody knows yet, if you just landed on planet Earth and don't know anything about the summit, we are at the Florida Folk Festival. The Florida Folk Festival is held every year. I believe it's the longest running festival in the state of Florida. They've been going on, I think they're touching almost 75 years now of operation. And they have their event at the Stephen Foster Cultural Park. And what makes that park really unique is Stephen Foster's home is still standing. It's right across the road from the Swanee River, which everybody knows that's one of his most well-known songs. So we're in a historical site. I have it on good authority that even though we had some really nasty weather back in September and October, that the grounds, while they were hit with some winds, had survived very well. So I'm happy to hear about that. We will be in our same location again, and which is in the park, and just on the fringe of the last stage. So we're right next to the marble stage. So it's pretty awesome. And I just I think you all know that we have a huge passion for this event, and I can't say enough about it. And you don't, if you've never, even if you don't play, come anyway. It's an amazing, amazing weekend. Just the fellowship alone is incredible. We are also looking for volunteers. I have a little list. I haven't started reaching out to them yet, but if you have an interest in volunteering, or if you're bringing someone with you, a spouse, a child, a significant other that is interested in donating a couple hours of their time over the weekend, I would be more than happy to entertain that. So please reach out to me. You can reach me on Facebook. It's probably the easiest way. You can either find me on Facebook, or you can message me through the summit page on Facebook, and I'll get that message. I'm just excited. I can't believe we're going on year 3. It's just blows my mind. It blows my mind. And we just keep getting bigger and bigger. We grew 27 people in year 1, and I'm hoping that we grow 47 in year 3.
Dante, I want to add something.
Go ahead.
Can I with
Go
Kiki?
ahead, Alvin.
So that was very great. And so I just want to tell you, this year we are going to kind of shorten the date, the time that we're going to start. And so we're going to be starting instead of so early on Friday. We're going to be starting around noontime on Friday, and then we're going to be ending. We're not going to do the night event on Sunday. So that means, people can come in early Friday and they still can get there on time. And then after the event Sunday, after, we haven't finalized the exact time yet, the committee, we're going to get to do that, but we're going to be leaving. So it could, everyone can make it a weekend of it, and it should be good. Right, Kiki?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We should be able to get on the road at, before 2:00 on Sunday to head home.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
So that will help a lot with cutting your expenses down, number one. So you only are going to spend 1 or 2 nights in the hotel. That's the most important thing. And getting home to celebrate Memorial Day on Monday. I know a lot of people are off on Monday, but have to go back to work on Tuesday. And it's certainly nice to have that little cushion day in between the weekend. And you need to decompress and get ready, because I'm telling you, this high will stay with you for months. And I mean, it's absolutely, I still see every now and again, someone will post a video or a picture from the summit almost a year later, and it will pop up. I mean, it's just incredible. So let's keep riding that wave. It's super important that we keep the momentum going. And I want to stress how important it is that our players start to take ownership in this, because this is for you. This is not for me. This is not for Dante. This is not for Uncle Al. Of course, we're steering the ship, obviously, but this is your event. And as a player, you should have so much pride in the fact that you can come and showcase your talents and your ability to your peers, and also just to be able to have the fellowship and that warmth and carryover. So please seriously think about coming, and think about, what it means to not only us, but to you too, to carry this on. So.
Yeah, this is good information. Kiki, if they want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that?
Well, you can reach me. Yeah, you can reach me on Facebook. And that's probably the easiest way, and through the Summit Facebook page, or through my own page.
Perfect. And if your
email,
what'd you say, Alvin?
I was talking for. I was saying her email. She has an email too.
Yeah, I do have an email address. I have a post to put up. I actually I heard it through the grapevine today that one of our players from last year was in Sarasota today. So I ran over to one of the Lee Boys' favorite venues, the Big Top, and I saw Jack Sheely playing in the Cigar Box Guitar Festival.
Oh, wow.
So I
Wow.
have some video. I shot a
Wow.
couple minutes of video from Jack, and so I'll put another post up tonight, just calling Jack out and sharing that video on the summit page. Jack was a great addition last year. He was nervous, and he was like, he kept saying to me, "No, no, no, I'm not ready to get up there with those guys." And I said, "Just think of it like you're putting your kids on a better softball or baseball team. You're gonna play up to that level that you're playing with." And he's like, "No, no," and I shoved him, and he finally got on stage and sat down, and he played great. And so he's a wonderful man, and I got to meet his family today, and they're pretty awesome as well. So I did a quick run over there before this call and shot a couple minutes of video, so I'll post that. And in that post I will also repost the link for registration, the hotel information, and my email address.
Sounds
Awesome.
good.
Awesome. Thank you, Kiki. I think this is vital because a lot of people, at the last minute, they're going to be asking questions. And what we want you to do is go back and look at this feed. We're 16 minutes in. I'll probably timestamp it. I probably will create also a couple of reels from this so that we can continuously play it back and promote it. We'll put it on all the platforms and ask everybody to share it so that they can hear this information over and over again. And we'll be tagging Kiki in this live chat as well, so that you all are familiar with who she is. And also the Sacred Steel Summit page, we'll also tag that page within this live. So Kiki, thank you so much, because that is vital information. And we need to be in order and compliant. Because when Kiki pulls the whip out, it is over.
Yeah, I'm such a horrible person. No, I want everyone to win, and I want everyone to get the most out of that they can out of this weekend. Everybody comes for a different reason, obviously, but at the end of the day, I hope that our takeaway is all the same, no matter what our reason is for being there.
It is.
Yes.
That's right.
Alrighty.
That's right. Well, we're grateful for you, Kiki. Thank you so much for this, because again, we need all this information. And again,
You're
we're going to make
welcome.
sure that her information is put in the link of the comment section in this particular live. And we're probably going to create a reel off of the information that she just gave, so that you all have that information and you know how to reach out to her. Thank you again, Kiki.
That'd be great. All right, everyone, have a wonderful Sunday evening, and keep an eye on that Facebook page. And if you haven't liked and followed it, you still have time. So get on that.
That's right. That's right. All right, Kiki. Thank you again.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Alvin. So listen, this is good information, because now, people, if this is your first time, we're going to make sure that you are navigating the right way. You have all the key registration components. You know what to do. You know where we are. What it is to come into this particular Florida Folk Fest, and where to go, what to do.
Yeah.
And Kiki always keeps us definitely on track.
Yes, she does. And while you go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead. No, I was going to say, one of the things that I really love about what we do. One of the things I love about what we do is how everything is in order. We have a method to the madness, and from workshops to clinics to live jam sessions to the on-stage performances that go on. You're going to be in treat for just so much to happen this weekend. Again, this is Memorial Day weekend, May the 23rd through the 25th, Sacred Steel Summit 2025. And we're excited.
2025.
We're excited.
So I want to give a little
Go ahead, Alvin.
Just a quick minute. So actually, again, I just got to say to the one and only, Marcus Hardy, that kind of started all the whole Sacred Steel celebrations of getting everybody together back in the early 2000s. And for me, when I started helping them out, and then I started, kind of putting on my own little events, 2010 was actually the first Sacred Steel Summit. So, and then I had a second one that was 2011. And I remember the Lee Boys, we had, again, I said this the last time. So this is actually, if we go back to those, this would actually be year 5, because, you know, we had those first 2 years that we did in Memphis, Tennessee. And then we came 3 years ago, I kind of resurfaced it back.
Right.
And, you know, I just call it the first one when we
2010.
started with Folk Festival. But I just wanted to put that out there. So this is actually like for the summit, this is actually like year 5 that, you know, I've been putting it on. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited about what you get ready to do, who you get ready to bring on. And man, so we can dive right
Listen,
into
man,
the whole.
It's gonna be amazing.
It is. It is, man. It is. I'm gonna let you bring some on before I get started. But I just want to say too, if anybody is interested in playing, you need to get in contact with myself, Dante, or you can even get in just one of the ambassadors. They'll be able to get to me because I'm actually, me and Dante, we're gonna start like putting a schedule together along with John.
Right.
You know, we're going to start putting the schedule together now because, you know, I have a lot of personal shows that got to do with the Lee Boys. You know, we're going on, you know, Virgin. So if you're interested, get in contact with Uncle Al, or you can get in contact with Kiki. She'll get back to me, or get in contact with Dante, Frank, or you can check with JR, which is Mitch Fonville. And, you know, these are some ambassadors, and, you know, you can get in touch with them and they'll get the info back to me. All right. Each one teach one. Come on, Professor.
Listen, we gonna do our thing. You already know.
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and just start bringing up a couple of our guests that we have.
Bring them in. Bring them in
up here on today. And for those of you that are watching, thank you for watching. I see Shane. Shane is here. He's already shouting us out here. Man, Shane, I hope you're coming. I hope you're coming, man. I hope you're coming.
We need Shane to get. Hey,
we're really excited about
on the drums.
Come on, Shane. Me and Shane go back to Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Number 1, 7th Avenue.
Come on.
So it's going to be a great time. We're looking. He's trying to make it, so he's going to try to be there. Brian, man, good to see you, man. Good to see you. But listen, we are really excited about the players that come every year, and we're privy today to have one of our living legends with us here on today. And man, listen, I'm honored to talk about this guy because not only is he a living legend, but he paved the way for me. He was like, when I was a drummer, Alvin, he was the one that kept me in line, man. You couldn't play in Nashville. You couldn't play with this guy and you not be disciplined as a drummer.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
He was gonna make sure you right.
I never forget, man, with me and Glenn from this man, you know, this GOAT you get ready to bring on, this MVP, you know. I never forget, man. We every time he would come, man, it was like this giant, man. And you know, so but before I start talking, I'm gonna let you bring him in because you know I get to talking. So
listen, ladies and gentlemen, before we bring him up, he is one of our living legends, and we are honored. We honor him. We're honored to have him still with us in our presence, and he looks great. Listen, when I get his age, I hope I look just, if not as good as he does, and get around like he does. Listen, Maurice Ted Beard, we are so honored, sir, to have you with us on today. How are you, man?
Oh, I'm good. I am great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. A lot of people ask me, say they want to drink from that same fountain I've been drinking from.
Are you gonna give us the secret?
But really, I haven't found that fountain yet.
Hey, listen, I just want to say, man,
man.
Ted is, you know, he's just, he knows what he means to, first, my father. I always tell us, and to me, and this is one of the reasons why God placed it on my heart to let's try to keep all, you have to give people their flowers while they're here. You know what I'm saying? And God placed it on my heart to do this for not just our living legends, but for our living legends, because, I was just telling, I don't know who I was talking with, but if you take Ted, Calvin, Henry Nelson, Lorenzo Harrison, those are four, main ones that kind of set the tone for the different, even with Jewel. I know there's a lot of other players that, maybe played before, but, on the national levels, those was the go-to. And, we have to let these guys know that how much we respect them, how much we, because in every other type of genre, they always have their people who they respect. And we want to do the same thing. So Ted, I just tell him, man, I love you. And man, I want you to play two things. I want you to do the train. Come on now, ain't nobody doing a train like Ted. That's the original. And then do that hymn. Me and Rico were just talking. I don't know that hymn you play. How you play it just on your guitar. Man, I can't think of the name of it.
Did it come in the garden?
That's it. That one. I want it. Oh my goodness, man.
Okay.
Well, that's good, man. So Ted, man, how long you been? Just tell the people how long you've been at this. At this, and maybe what kind of inspired you, and
Well, yeah, it goes back to church. I remember being in church. I was only about 4 or 5, I think, when a tall guy walked in with this little 6-string guitar under his arm. And this happened in Detroit. And I always give him credit for being the first one I heard that really inspired me. His name was Fred Neal.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if y'all know him, but
yeah, from Dale Grace, his history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fred Neal walked into church and with that little guitar in his arm, he's real tall. Yeah.
Wow.
And walked to the pulpit where they had a place for him. And boy, when he played, I said, ooh, I got to do that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But when I got about 12 years old, my dad bought me a 6-string lap Gibson. And I got the Holy Ghost at 10. And he said, well, you got the Holy Ghost? He said, all right, you good. You can start playing in church. But I come from a church where Sonny Treadway was in that church. Felton, Wim.
Yes.
He was the guy. He was really good.
Wow.
And they had a group, the Wims brothers, and then we had the Beard brothers, and then we had a whole lot of other people that had, and it would be 12 of us trying to play in that little church, and it just got crazy. But that was my beginnings.
Wow, isn't that saying? So that's on the Jewel side, right?
Yeah, we were still on the Jewel side.
Yep.
And then when Lorenzo came through, and he would come through with his different guitars, first a single neck, and then he'd go to a double neck, and then he even had that triple neck Fender,
Ooh, yes.
Before he moved into the Showbuds. And
wow.
Yeah. Man, that is. Go ahead.
That's amazing, Ted. And you still have that guitar, don't you?
Which one?
You say which one?
The triple neck. The triple neck. I know you got a collection, man.
No, I never did. Yeah, I never did buy the triple neck.
No, he said Lorenzo had the triple neck.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Lorenzo had a triple neck.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a double neck.
Okay.
And I can't even pry that away from my son.
Which one, Rico?
Terrence got it.
Terrence. Hey, Terrence said, man, that's my dude there, man. That's my dude, man. Well, man, we're just so honored, Ted, and so yeah, man. So Ted, when did you get appointed at the time, you know, the head of Nashville? Like, tell us how that you know, that transition came.
Well, before I was appointed, a bishop was appointed over the music every year, and it didn't quite work too well because they would play most of their favorites or who was in their diocese, and the rest of us was just, you know.
Okay.
So I think along about 67 or 68, I think Bishop, you know, Bishop Jenkins, he saw, you know, there was a lot of confusion there, and so he started me there, and I think I must have went about 50 years over that. Yeah,
man, hey, that's something. That is, man, I'm telling you, man. You go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, he told me, he said what he wanted the experienced guys to play. He didn't want no beginners. He said, because this is the General Assembly, and we need the best down here.
Right.
And it you know, I look back on it, and it was a great chance for me to meet all the great musicians that come through the church.
Yeah.
And we did have some great ones. As a matter of fact, I count everybody that was able to play in my area. Most of them was great. They are great guys.
Great. Oh, we weren't. If we weren't great there, we were. You was not letting us play.
That's right.
Oh, God.
But your dad, I really appreciate him. He seemed like he recognized what we had going there. And if he was living, he would be right with this sacred steel.
Well, he is. He's living right through me. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, man. Man, godly, man, I tell you.
Yeah, he was a great guy, and he was my greatest booster, I would say, because
he was your greatest fan. Say it.
Yeah, he would stand by me when I would play. It was a hallway where we come, and he was standing in that hallway. And people couldn't quite see him, but you could see him in a way. But he would stand there and urge me on. Come on, Ted. Come on. Get it, Ted.
Hey,
that just made me get wild.
Oh, this is good, Dante. This is good, man.
No, I had some great time. Met some great people. Yeah, sacred steel is really a great world.
Yes, it is. And you're really again. So you know how I look at it sometimes. I look at it, I can use the blues world because that's kind of more prominent. And you think about like a blues guy like B.B. King. So he wasn't necessarily the beginning or the first, but he was the most renowned, you know what I'm saying? The kind of most famous that the people remember because he was always out there. But we know before him, just like before you, before Lorenzo, before Henry, that you all got inspired by somebody and some of those guys. But in our world, you guys was always up front. Then you became the leader. And so, that's how we pay our respect and our homage. But I thank God for people like Dante and Delray Grace, Bob Stone that goes back and pull up the history, and really find out those guys at the really beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, the history you just gave. So I'm excited about that.
Man, this is great. Ted, you have so much history, Ted. With our past interviews and the things that we've talked about. What is some of the most common things that you like to share with this next generation of musicians that are coming up?
Well, I like to all the musicians, don't worry about who play the best. I use the word my dad used to tell us. He said, it's not important to be the best, but it's important whenever you play to do your best. And that's what I would advise all the musicians, because all of them are great in their own way. I had to learn to appreciate, what God gave them, just like he
Right.
gave me, and we all different. We
Right.
may be similar to somebody, but we all are
Right.
different. Yeah.
That's right.
And it's just a blessing.
That's right.
And it's a God given gift for all of us that don't
It
care how
is.
much you may try to play like let's say Chucky, you may try to play like him. You will get near, and then in the meantime, you will get into your own thing,
That's right.
But there's nothing wrong with trying to look to play like, Calvin or whoever you want to, because, you need to start somewhere. But once you start
That's right.
and start going, yeah, the Lord would give you, he would give you your style,
That's right.
And I love,
That's right.
I love all the guys. I love the House of God, Keith Dominion, and I love the Jewel boys. Matter of fact, I had a chance to see Mosey. He was at Jay's funeral, and
Yes.
it's always a pleasure to
Ronnie
see
and
him.
Footy.
Yeah, Footy too. Yeah, because they guys can play too, man. And I appreciate
it. They're
Yes,
bad. Them some bad boys.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank God we are all family. We are all one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie Mosey, he's amazing. Footy, who just dropped the album not too long ago, and they are phenomenal. And we all have our own signature. We all have our own stamp, and that's so important that we show up as our best self. Yeah, we get influenced by, like I think about when I was younger, I was influenced by you and Calvin and Chuck and Glenn and everyone that, Henry, just everyone, because you guys were like the main players. So, I took more of your style, Ted. Down in South Florida, they call me Ted Jr. Hey, wait, y'all want to hear Ted? Go get Dante. So, but it was that coming up because that's what we had as the example. But as you state, the more you do it, you come into your own. So I love that. I love that. And we just appreciate you because you've been around and you've seen it all, Ted.
Yeah.
I mean, from Bishop Jewell to Bishop Jenkins and Bishop Elliott, and man, I mean, you've gone through all these administrations, and you've been the
still
chief.
Looking good.
We call you chief. We use the chief musician.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rico. Sometimes I get confused. I don't know who the son, him or Rico. I know Rico gonna get me, but that's my brother, man.
And I was honored. Yeah. I was honored to be up there in Detroit and get a chance to be with you guys. And this is back in November, and just to hang around and even play Sunday. We had an amazing time, and I was just honored to be not in your presence, but to play at your church. It was a great experience. Yeah. I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, we listen, we're going to be excited for those of you all that are just tuning in and watching. Our living legend, Ted Maurice Beard, he's going to be with us, and we are excited. If you have not got your registration in, you want to do so, go to our website, www.sacredstillsummit.com, or you can go to the Lee Boys website, leeboys.com, and get information and register to be a part of the Sacred Still Summit. When is it happening? May 23rd through the 25th, Memorial Day weekend in Florida. And you are not going to be disappointed. So, Ted, we're not going to keep you, man, but we're so happy that you just came to drop by and show some love for us on today.
We love you, Ted.
Thank you. And I'm looking forward to the summit also. It's just like a reunion to see all the guys that I can, So
Hey,
I'm looking to be there.
yeah. Hey, look, before you go,
we looking
it's
for
so
you.
funny. From last year, I don't know if you remember I don't know if he a bishop, Elder Troy Jackson. Remember he came, he was singing with the Campbell brothers. So I got a call from a sacred steel player. So he wants to come, he wants to bring his brothers down. So man, we're trying to pull all those older ones that was in the woodworks that we grew up. Come on, man. It's Tommy Phillips Jr. said it's a safe place. So if you're a part of this community, come on down. Both Keith and Jewel, all the dominions up under our leaders. Yeah. But I just want to say that, man. We're excited. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Ted. Right. Alvin, man, listen. This is what kind of year it's gonna be.
Oh, come on, young preacher.
This is what it's gonna be.
Come on, young preacher. Come on,
and we're just scratching the surface.
I'm trying to tell you.
Come on, young preacher. Can we go to South Carolina?
Come on, let's go to South Carolina.
South Carolina. Can we go to South Carolina?
Are they in the building?
I think he's in the building. They call him Fox. You know you're somebody when they don't call you your full name. They just say Fox.
I call him Fox Boy. He know it. There's only one. Well, it's two of them actually. It's 5 of them.
There he is.
There you
go. Antony, man, how are you?
Take it off mute, Ant.
Hold on. Let me make sure we can get him on mute. Hit your unmute button. Wait, hold on. He's gonna unmute. We're gonna bring him back up. Yeah, I think he had to check out his settings.
Is it another lefty in the building?
Let's see if we
got it now, Doc.
Oh, okay. I think we got him. We got to see your picture first. We coming up, man. This is the technology, man. It's a beautiful thing.
I think
we good. Can you hear us, Antony?
I can hear you loud and clear.
How you doing,
there
man?
You go. South Carolina's in the building.
Man, it's good to see you guys, man.
Hey,
it's good to see you guys.
They say Fox, that's who they talking about right here.
That's who they talking about.
Hey, man, I try to do what I do, Doc.
South Carolina.
Yes,
I know
sir.
They're still playing South Carolina. Fox.
What's his
Fox
name?
Boys.
Fox.
But this is the one and only Antony Fox, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. That I see you and the sheriff, man, Alvin Lee, man. First of all, I like to say, man, Dante, I love what you're doing. I love your setup. And I can't say enough about Sacred Steel, man. I'm just honored to be a part of this, one of the greatest organizations in the world. Sacred Steel. It's the best, man. It's the best. It's the best.
Well, listen. We're excited to have you.
Man. I got it. Go ahead, Dante, because you know I'm gonna talk.
No, we just excited to have you, man. And and I just know that you've been doing some great things. We're gonna talk about it in a second. Alvin probably wants to talk about that, but man, I'm proud of the stuff that you're doing and the artists that you're with, man, and the things that you've been doing on the gospel arena and just everywhere that you've been featured lately, man. That's some good stuff. Talk about that a little bit and let us know some of the artists that you've been playing with.
Yeah, it's a blessing, man. You know, it's been a long road, but through the years, man, we just been perfecting our craft and just been being patient and prayerful and practicing, man. And when the time came, man, you know, God linked me with the right people, man. Recording with different artists through Charleston and surrounding areas, and also playing for Kalante, Gavin. And man, it was just a great experience, man. Just great. And I thank you guys, man, because we all worked as a team, man. We would shed, come to each other's homes, each other's state, and all that. It took all that.
Yeah.
Working together through the years, man.
Yeah. I remember Antony, when we would come, and I'm talking back in the day when Bishop Dillard was living, and we would come to Charleston. And man, you guys, it's just like when you all came to Atlanta, we would always open the red carpet, man. You know, you guys always gave me an opportunity to come and sit with you guys, whether it be on drums, on steel, to some capacity. I got a chance to play with the Fox boys when I came to Charleston. It was, we always cut up and had a good time, man.
Oh man,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, even you know, you talking about you, but even back when the day with me and Glenn, you know, Fox, man, we used to, you know, the Lee boys, we used to come to South Carolina and
sir,
wreck house and do out the way our red boots. And,
yes, sir.
And, man,
hey, never forget that.
Hey, listen, we used to love to go to South Carolina, man. And
yes, sir.
And then with Antony, you know, he's has a special heart because, you know, his uncle Jerry, you know, we were best friends, and man, and Dante, you know, that whole little clique we had in Atlanta. But Antony is he's one of the greatest left-hand players that I know out there.
Yes,
and man, I'm just so happy for you, Fox, for everything that you've been doing. You and your brother, man, your brother Carlos, you know, that's the other partner out there, But it's a lot of them Fox boys, man, and we're just proud of you and your brothers and your mother, everybody.
We appreciate it, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we can't.
Man, that good talk, Fox.
Go ahead. Oh man, we're gonna try to bring them down.
Right. we can't talk about you, Fox, without talking about your late uncle.
Absolutely,
Jerry, man. He was a phenomenal musician, and when I moved to Atlanta, he was still playing steel. Although he, you know, no, Dante, I don't play as much. But whenever Antony, he sat down and played, bro.
Yes, sir.
He ripped in. He ripped in.
Yeah.
So
I miss that guy, dude.
Just a little bit about your, because I know he influenced you a lot with the steel playing, man. How was that growing up with him? Because he's a legend within his own right. He sung. He was a steel player. He played keys, and I know he worked with you guys. What was that? What was that like coming up?
Yeah, so man, coming up with my Uncle Jerry, man, him and my Uncle Israel. My Uncle Israel played bass, man. Yeah. And Jerry was like, he was a master of all the instruments, man. So we had to get a portion of something, me and my brothers, you know, being little kids coming up. So, you know, when we first started, we all started on drums. And so me and my brother Carlos, we would have to run and get on the drums. And so, you know, we were so excited about the music. So my uncle, a lot of people don't know, I started on drums first. And then I started on bass. My Uncle Jerry got me playing bass, you know, so that everybody could be playing something. And then after my Uncle Jerry went to college, my grandmother said, well, somebody got to carry on this steel guitar. So she literally bought me a little lap steel. It was, my first guitar was a Guyton. And she bought me my first little 6-string lap steel. She anointed me, man. I was a hot mess when I first started, man, and I still think I'm a hot mess, man. But man, God blessed me through the years, man, and took time to really dig down in that instrument and do you guys, man. And you know, I think I learned a little bit, you know.
No, you learned a lot, but
yes, sir.
So
we're grateful for you, man, and I'm so grateful even for your late uncle.
Yes. Yeah. So my Uncle Jerry, he was able to, you know, before he passed, man, he was able to teach me like the basics of it, the tuning, a few of his pedal changes and stuff like that. And from there on, I started adding my own chords and stuff, you know, coming up with my own different types of tuning and my own pedal setup, man. And until
now you amazing, got this monsters you playing. Yeah.
It's a monster, man. And and so this last guitar I just created, man, I may bring it, and then again, we're still deciding. I just created this custom Williams. It's 9 pedals, 6 knee levels, man, 12 string, and it's a brain buster, Doc.
Wow.
And so we're working on
pedals?
it. Sir? 9 pedals.
Ooh, My
Non-pedals and 16 levels. So it has like about 54 pulls on it. So I'm still learning this monster, man. I'm learning this monster.
So Anthony, will you have that at the still?
Yeah, you gonna bring it to the summit?
I'm considering bringing it.
No,
depending on how much equipment I have to bring down.
No,
I may bring it.
You got to bring
it. Come on, Fox. Come on, Fox. You need to bring that.
You got to bring it.
We're gonna consider.
Hey, you're doing a workshop now. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, you and
yes, sir.
Your other, your partner in crime. I ain't gonna give his name away, but
yes, sir.
Y'all doing a workshop, and that'll be
yes, sir.
a good thing for you to show these young guys. You know what we talked about. I ain't gonna, I'll
Absolutely.
let you talk about that. But yeah, this will be a good time to teach. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we're planning to come to the summit, and the biggest thing, we know everybody enjoy playing that sacred steel, playing that sacred steel guitar, but there's a lot more that goes into that guitar. There's a lot of maintenance. You have to maintain the order of your guitar so that when you hit the stage or wherever you're playing at, your guitar is working properly, and to make it last for years. So there's certain maintenance that you want to do to the instrument to keep it upkeep. So that's what we want to focus on and different things like that.
Because Shia Hunter's out here singing your praises.
Wow,
he say Fox got 25
I can't
pedals.
wait for that. Fox has 25 pedals.
Listen, man.
Chi-Town, don't you start, Shy.
Shy is on one.
You know what? One of the best part of the summit? Hey, Dante and Fox, one of the best parts is at the hotel. Late night jams. Oh my goodness, man. I can't wait for that, man.
Yes. But I tell you, one of the things Dave Fonville, he just had an opportunity to come to my home and see this monster. And he had his guitar set up, and we were just amazed we both left-handed, but we think so differently. Wow. He was marbled at my instrument, and I was marbled at his instrument. How we think, it's amazing. And that's what I love about sacred steel. You can both be right-handed, but it's the way you think.
Right.
And Ted Berry, our legend, he said it the best, man. Appreciate what God has given you, and appreciate the styles that God gives each of us, man. He said it. He said it.
Yeah.
He said it.
Yeah.
He said it. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful.
It's funny. It's funny, Anthony. You talked about your Uncle Jerry. You say you remember he showed you a little bit, but what did you do? You started adding your own until you came into your own, and that's how Dante did. He learned a little bit, but then all of a sudden he came into his own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I never forget. That's the exact same way. I have to go back to my brother Glenn. We all we knew was Harry Nelson. All of a sudden, God gave us a tape of Chuck Campbell.
Absolutely.
Chuck Campbell, and we just, so you come into your own. So that's what I'm gonna say. Anthony, good job, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. And the last thing I want to say is,
appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Go ahead. And the last thing I wanted to say is that there was a lot of guys that I learned under Dante, yourself, or the Glenn Lee, Uncle Jerry, Chuck Num, Calvin. I learned Ted, Calvin, Lonnie Bennett. I learned a lot from all of you guys. But the thing is, the Fox Boys, one thing we want to try to introduce more this year is our style, which is gospel jazz. We want to, we kind of, I see my brother, he kind of touched on it a little bit last year, but I think we want to introduce, because we do church.
Yes.
But if you really know the Fox Brothers, we're about gospel jazz. So we want to touch on that a little bit more. So that's all I want to say.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Tank, y'all heard that right?
That's what we do.
Well, man, Anthony, it's always a pleasure hearing you guys play live, being around you guys, innovative, and being siblings. You guys always bouncing out ideas off of each other, and it sounds amazing. And
Thank you.
Like I know, we're looking forward to it. We are looking forward to it. Keep doing your thing. We see you out here, and thank you for sharing that with you and Dave a couple of weeks ago when he came to visit you. But that was some really, really, really cool stuff, man. We
that was life changing.
Wow.
That was life changing. That was
Wow.
That was, and
Well,
and
man,
that gave me a more appreciation, man. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, me and Dave, we stay in touch a whole lot, man. But when you get a chance to be around your brother, just like me and you have down through the years,
Oh yeah.
it gives you deeper love, deeper appreciation, man. Because just like Alvin said, man, we're not gonna be here forever, man. And if we don't love and cherish each other now and appreciate each other's style, man, hey, when we gonna do it?
Listen.
When are we gonna
If
do it?
not now, when? If not now,
When?
Listen, Garvin Maurice said Anthony Fox is the real deal. 100 in the chat.
Thank
That's
you.
real love right
Thank
there,
you.
man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
real love right there.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Anthony, man, thank you for joining us, man. Listen, we are excited to see you. You and the other left handy that we're about to bring up. Let me see if I can do this right quick.
bring them up.
Let me see if I there he is.
Yes.
There he is. the two left-handed, the two lefties.
Man, where y'all guitar at, man?
How you
Go
doing,
get
Dave?
your lap skill, man. We want to hear a little bit. If you don't get, I'm gonna go get mine.
Unmute yourself, Dave.
You're gonna have to go get yours, man. I had a long day. State Bishop anniversary and everything else in between.
Well, look, I know Antony got about 100 guitars at that house, so I know he got
At least that many. At least that many.
Tell him Dave is not true.
Oh my God. Blown away by far, man. Never seen anything like this in my life.
Wow.
So it was like going into Guitar Center.
Oh man, it was still Guitar Center.
Still Guitar
Oh
Center.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing short of amazing, man. Nothing short of amazing.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, Dave, it's good to see you, man. And
You too.
we were just sharing with Anthony sentiments. I was thanking him for the video of him showing when you came to visit him, and that was some good stuff you guys were doing. What you've been up to, how you doing, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the summit as well.
Man, listen. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys, man. What I've been up to, man, just living life, still doing the guitar thing when I can. I was just down North Carolina celebrating a aunt. And I said, you know what? Fox is the next state over and stuff, man. I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone, man. Go see family and go see my good friend Fox, man. Wow. We had a ball. But like I said, the music industry has been nothing short of amazing to me. It's been treating me good down through the years, man. I'm happy to be part of the Sacred Steel Summit movement. I know I'm many years behind in terms of getting to the Sacred Steel things, like, from 20-something years back, but I'm happy to be a part of it now and what it's doing today.
Yes.
Well, listen, man, we glad to be for you to be a part of this and here with us. I remember coming up. We know this music is generational and it's never going to stop. Kids just in there, just in the single digits, still playing, coming out the womb, they with picks and bars, they're gonna be forever playing. I remember being in Nashville, and it was you, it was Fox, yourself, Dave. It was, and I would say Rob was a little younger than us, but us three, and I would probably dare say Ivis Hicks was in our generation as well. Yeah. Ivis, me, you, Anthony. And there were a couple of other guys that were with us. We were far and few, but we had, and I can say this because we're like all about the same age. We came from a different chip because they were hard on us. We came up and they, being with Henry Nelson, being with Calvin Cook, being with Chuck Campbell, it was different. Learning directly from these guys or watching them or having tape. See, our experience, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, our experience was tapes, popping tapes and having tape recorders, right?
Exactly.
We didn't have YouTube.
Exactly. Oh, man. No YouTube.
Over their shoulders, like.
Yeah. And you know what, Dante, you're 100% right. But let me give you your props, Dante. You were ahead of the pack, man, because you was playing with the legends at night, in the day sessions and stuff, man. And as teenagers, we kind of like, I thought they can play, but we not. But, if we use our senses, our eyes and our ears, we saw why you was playing with those guys and stuff, man. I mean, like you said, you was a cut above us, man. I just have to be honest with you, stuff, man, because down in Nashville, man, they wasn't just putting anybody in the lineup, whether it's day session or night session. So you had to be on your A game, and indeed, you were on your A game. And like I said, oh yeah, absolutely.
God. And listen, and we talking as a drummer.
Exactly. Because that was my first love, the drums and stuff. That was my first love, the drums and stuff, man. Then I ran across guys like Ivan Shaw, yourself, man. I said, let me go sit down in the corner somewhere and let these guys running, take this thing where it should go. But I speaking of that and stuff, man, we often give our props and recognition to the legends and stuff, man. But I have to be honest with you, man. Today, I'm heavily influenced by the guys in my generation and slightly under my generation. Like I said, I'm heavily influenced by the Foxes, the Deshaun Hickmans, obviously the Roberts, the Belts, the Fat Man McKinneys. That's who I'm heavily influenced by, the guys today.
Yes.
Stuff, man. We always want to give props to the legends, man, but outside of them guys, there's a whole other movement also. The Omar Mills. The list goes on and stuff, man. So, like I said, I don't want to forget about the guys of my generation and slightly younger too, man, because these guys are blazing their own trail.
Hey, let me speak on that. I'm happy you mentioned that, Dave, because
yes, sir.
All right, first of all, I got a few things with Dave. Okay, first of all, I remember in Nashville, you played for a choir, and everybody wanted you to get loose, but this dude was so humble. He was humble, like he just like, no, I got to get.
He was,
but he sat down and you started jamming, man, boy, and he gave us like a little snippet, and then he got up, boy, because I had never heard you jam. Only time I heard you jam was, I remember Brian Taylor had a tape of when you played in Sarasota.
Yes, sir.
To me, that was your famous when you did that you reinvented that Chuck Run, and you did it your way. I mean, that tape went around like hot fire, man. I remember, man, you got to hear this guy, Dave. I remember Brian Taylor because, man, I don't know if he was right there, but see, man, you have your spots too. And that's what I love about you all are the next class of the living legends. And you mentioned it, but I was going to do that this year anyway, but you already done put it out there in the atmosphere because, but you're right. The living legends have to be living. That's the whole point. And I got 3 of them on here now, and I was hoping Sean hit me. I talked with him. He said that he played some assembly, or he did something, and he was he had a show, and he couldn't get on. But you, Dante, Antony, Sean, y'all era, Ivis, all this, you guys are the living legends. Y'all have up there, man, because in all the Omars and all the Marcus, even Marcus Randolph. That's another whole story. I'm gonna talk about that, But I'm saying you guys, look, y'all doing it, and now the torch is on y'all. You mentioned on, but it's on y'all because it is a lot of young ones coming. Like, look, Fat Man Son.
Oh yeah,
that little joker right there. Hey,
yes, sir.
And it's a whole bunch more. Dante knows a few more than the one he training in Florida. So I just want to give y'all those props now. Why I listen to my cassette tapes. I still got the tape machine.
Make sure you got the Scotch tape with you. Just in case they pop, make sure you got the Scotch tape with
Stop.
you know what?
Wow.
And like I said, Uncle Al, man, I appreciate everything that the living legends have done for us, whether they showed us something or whether they didn't show us something. Yeah. It's just what we heard from those guys. Like I said, we didn't get a chance to have your brother along, Glenn Lee, man, but I'll never forget, as a young pup, Glenn Lee was the first legend that stepped to me down Nashville. Hey, Fonville, man, I heard about you. And I'm trying to figure out, there was no YouTube, no nothing. How did Glenn know about me? This, that, and but exactly. But Glenn, man, he was another one, man, left us early, and it was ahead of his time and stuff, man, because he was a dual threat, the keys, the steel,
Yeah.
And like I said, his approach, his humbleness. Like I said, he came to me. I didn't come to him. And he just, man, you don't know what stuff like that did for my confidence.
Yeah, see that
He
part.
came to me. And like I said, man, but today, like I said, we give the legends their props, but today,
Yes.
I'm heavily influenced by the guys of my era, the Foxes,
Thank you.
the Sean Hickmans. I'm gonna say this again. You know, the Fat Mans, the Omar Mims, the Josh Tellers and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know, it just goes on. And even like I said, the young guys, they're pretty much, man, they blaze their own trails too. The Dominic Collins, the Terrell Kings. I'm listening to everybody. I ain't just listening to a certain era, a certain group of guys.
Right.
I'm listening to everybody.
Yeah.
And just like when I was coming along, I'm stealing notes and tips from everybody.
That's it.
So I'll just let you know, hey, it is what it is or something, man. But I'm appreciative of this movement, Al, that you have, this visionary movement that you have with Sacred Steel. I haven't been to a Dale Grace thing yet, but I'll eventually get there. Yep. And Dante, I give you your props, man, for these podcasts, man. These things and stuff, man. So I'm grateful to be a part of this whole thing.
Hey, I got one more.
Man, listen, we're grateful for it.
Dave, talk about your family, because your family history. Go ahead.
My family history is
man.
My oldest brother that got killed back in 1984. In my immediate family, he was the steel guitar player in my immediate family. So once again, my coming along and upbringing on the music was the drums. So I was his drummer, so to speak. Then he got killed in a car accident. And then my other brother, who also played the bass in the band at the time, he had moved to the steel guitar. So 5 years after my brother passed away, he passed away in 84, 89, my cousin Terrence Fonville from North Carolina played my grandmother's funeral. And when I tell you, he was hitting his points, dotting his I's, crossing his T's. In that service, man, a light bulb went off in my head. And I said, as a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, I'm done with the drums. And that right there, 1989, that's what kind of pushed me to the steel guitar movement as a 13-year-old. I said, and I did not want to leave the drums, man, because like I said, man, I knew I had good guys. I was in a good group of guys, Dante, the Ivans, all these other guys and stuff, man. I wanted to Shane Lee's. I wanted to kind of be in that realm of great drummers and stuff, man. But in 89, in that service, man, pretty much, signed my paperwork, man. I'm done with the drums. I'm going to the steel guitar, man. And I did not know how it would go, fellas, because I'm right-handed on everything else. I did not know I was a left-handed guitar player.
Really? You right-handed?
I'm right-handed in everything else. I'm right-handed. I play the drums or play the bass or the lead if I was to play it. Right-handed. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, where's those guitars at? They pulled them out, and I tried to play it. I said, man, something ain't right. I can't do it. It just don't feel right. And then, long story short, something said, go around to the other side of the guitar. Go around to the other side of the right-handed guitar. And when I ran around to the other side, I said, this is it. And immediately they said, nah, Dave, you're playing it wrong. I said, nah. So at that time, we didn't know nothing about left-handed guitars. I said, well, just as I was ready to make that transition, it was almost shot down because I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And then, like I said, I ran into Omar Mims. He told me about a guy named Billy Cooper down Virginia. Billy Cooper said, yes, we can get left-handed guitars. And I was in heaven from that point forward, and I never looked back.
Wow.
Yeah.
What man?
Wow.
So there was almost no getting found on the steel guitar, is what I'm saying.
Hey man, this is history, what you just told. Like I didn't know this.
Yes.
And I think this is important when y'all do y'all workshop at the summit.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make it a little bit longer. Because I was talking with Fox, so y'all can tell the people about this. You guys are our living legends now.
That's
you guys are the ones that's out there. You know what I'm saying? So I never knew that, Dave, and I never knew that about your brother. And
yes, sir.
and this is history. And I appreciate you telling us this, man.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's an incredible story.
Yes, sir.
That's an incredible story.
That's right.
Shout out to China Campbell. China was talking about that service in on the west coast of Florida. Said Dave had Deaconess Elliott shouting in Sarasota, and he became a legend after that one.
I'm telling you, that one run
Listen,
that made you, Dave. I'm telling you, man, you took Chuck running, man.
Listen. You know what, fellas? I've been playing a little while before that specific service, but
Really?
I think that exact service on the west coast of Florida is what kind of put me in a conversation piece, and I'm humbled by it and stuff, man.
That shut you up.
And you know something, fellas? I'm gonna talk about that service specifically. I wasn't supposed to play. I bought my guitar this case. My sister-in-law at the time was the speaker for youth night, so I just bought my guitar in case they asked for selection. I had no intentions on playing the service.
Wow.
And I was just saying to myself, Glenn Lee played the night before me, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, thank God I ain't got to come behind him tomorrow. And they asked me to play the service. I said, no, man. Long to behold and stuff, man. So it was, but it's one of them things, man. You have to be ready, man. I mean, like I said,
yes,
you can't, you got to have your head in the game. You got to be prayed up and fast and stuff, man. Playing is not always an easy thing. We make it look easy, because we've been in it so long. But I get my services where I'm like, But like I said, that service, man, I did not know what to expect. And Kenny Ellis kept getting up the whole service. Kenny, where you going? Would you stay seated? Oh my God! So I was like, fellas, like I said, that service meant a lot to me because, like I said, it was almost like you said, a coming out party, man. But I'm grateful for the experience and stuff, man. I'll never forget that service.
Yes.
Well,
that was the one.
It goes down as a classic.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes.
That goes down as a classic. Well, listen, for those of you all that are listening to us now on Facebook and YouTube, I'm just honored to have these legends with me on today. Dave Fonville, Antony Fox.
Yes,
we already know Sheriff Lee, who's here with us, and just sacred steel legends in their own right. And you're talking about two left-handed steel guitar players, phenomenal.
Man.
You
want to be at the Sacred Steel Summit 2025, May 23rd through the 25th. You want to come. Yeah. These guys, for the last 2 years, I know they've done workshops together. And their feature, their workshop has always been by far, they set the bar way high. And what I love about what we do, after we do the workshops, we always stay after for questions, and you just see people, hovering around them, asking questions, getting insight, getting information. That's what it's all about. So if you know a young musician, a young steel guitar player, an old steel guitar player, let them know about the Sacred Steel Summit that's happening this May, Memorial Day weekend, the 23rd through the 25th, 2025. And we will be in White Springs, Florida. Yeah. And you're gonna have a great time. These two guys, just off of their these two names alone, you're in for a treat. You are in for a treat.
Yeah. Not only are they doing a workshop, but they're going to be featured on the main stage. And these two are they're going to be featured on, I know for sure, on Saturday night.
Mostly,
so you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And we always have some surprises too, but just come on out. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be
awesome. Thanks for having us.
Go ahead, Dave. What you was about to say?
No, thanks for having us. It's greatly appreciated.
Well, I thought he was going to preach.
I'm thank y'all for being here.
Hey.
No, sir.
But the quick.
Hey, boy, I was like,
listen.
But
it's going to be all it is.
Yes,
it's going to be all it is when we get together. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Spontaneous praise breaks. We dancing in the middle of the hotel lobby.
That's what I was gonna say. You're really not gonna be sleeping Friday night or Saturday night. I mean,
no sleep.
Like they're in jammings like late night, 2 or 3 in the morning. Just we pull out the amps and we rent out the whole hotel. So
yeah.
I like somebody said the left-handed brothers. All right.
Yeah, that's Corey. Corey Smith.
Yes.
Okay.
He's another bass steel player.
He's another one.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Bring him on. Come on, young
preacher. Bass steel player. Corey, you need to come.
Yeah.
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 It's worth the trip.
So
Dante,
I don't want to keep you guys, but thank y'all for being with us.
We're gonna do it again.
What were you saying, Anthony? I'm sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
Yeah, I said the great thing about Sacred Steel, man, you get the chance to meet all the Sacred Steelers from the least to the greatest. You get to learn each other's tuning, pedal setups, tunings, and all that great stuff, man. You get to ask each other, and you get, see how everybody thinks, man. And it's just amazing. It's amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
It's amazing.
Steel gauges. What string, man? You use heavy gauge or light gauges?
Hey, I just talked, man. Anthony
we answer it all.
About that.
All that stuff. We talk about it all. What effects? Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
right.
tell you, man. One of the
No gatekeeping.
No gate. Hey, I was telling Anthony before we let him go about Darryl Blue. So Darryl Blue, he used that thick string so he can get that, he can moan that, And me and Anthony, he's going to discuss more at their workshop about the different strings and the different gauges and what happened. Like Dave said, he was playing. Kenny Ellis kept getting up. Well, what if Dave popped the string?
Right.
Can his guitar stay in tune and the service is up high? So how do you handle all that? So y'all come to their workshops, they're gonna be talking about all those different type of things like that. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited.
Absolutely. So,
well, listen, man, I'm not going to keep you guys, but thank y'all so much for popping in on us, and we're looking forward to seeing you all Memorial Day weekend at Sacred Steel Summit 2025. Love you guys.
Likewise, fellas.
Love you guys, man.
Love you guys.
Seeing you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Can't wait.
Listen, man, Alvin 2025, this Sacred Steel Summit.
It's popping on, man. I'm already excited. Come on, young preacher.
Come on, young preacher.
Go get the good time, man.
We are. I think the cool thing about and Anthony said something that was so true. When we come together, it's such an opportune time for, sometimes a lot of the guys, need to learn techniques and learn about, what kind of guitars and what kind of tuning and what kind of just different things that we use within our tunings and how our pedal configurations are. All this good stuff, man, is all shared amongst each other at the summit. So if this is the kind of thing that you are used to and that you're wanting to get answers to these type of questions, you may want to come down that weekend, Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th, 2025, White Springs, Florida, at the Sacred Steel Summit. I promise you're gonna leave different. If you're a steel player and you're aspiring to be better, I promise you, if you just come for one day, you're gonna leave better than the way you came. What you say, Alvin?
Hey, listen, man, I'm telling you now. Listen, now we have a community, but there's a lot of people on the outside that's coming. Like Kiki mentioned one, that's Jack. There's a whole one, Selwyn Birchwood. He's one of the big blues guitarists down in Florida, but he loves Sacred Steel. So he came, he just said, Al, I just want to be there. I'm gonna get my band, I want to come. And the same thing happened with Derek Chucks and Susan. I know Roosevelt called me and say, you want Derek? Derek called me. He saw Gent and Calvin was gonna be there. And Gent married Derek Chucks and his wife. So
yes, he did.
This Sacred Steel movement is big. And so that's why I say y'all need to come out, man, and let's support each other, support all these events. So let's stop talking because I know we got still a few more people in the room. Come on,
well, I want to shout out some of these people in the chat. Thank y'all for joining us. So many people here with us. Stephanie Elmer, thank you so much for even just being here, supporting us.
Okay,
You all like and share this post,
please.
and definitely just get the word out about what we're doing here.
Yes.
Man, you got Garvin Maurice in the chat, talking
Garvin in the
about Dave
house.
Fonville. Yes,
Garvin in the house.
man, my homeboy Carl White from Chicago, man. Listen,
Man, look
we
at
go
here.
way back. It's his family, man. His late grandfather and folks, man. We grew up, man. We grew up together. So this is just a good thing for us to have
man.
everyone just tuned in. Even my
Man.
cousin. Listen, you already know Joe Randall. Joe, we love you, man. You got to come.
Where Joe at?
Come on, Alvin. Tell him.
Joe. Hey, listen, now, Joe. Now, come on. Hey, listen, come on, man. Now, you promised me last year. Now, I need you there this year, man. Just come on, man. Do like Purple Tim. Put the guitar on your shoulder and just jump over the cake. Come on and play, man. Man, come on, man.
We excited. We excited for him, man.
Wow,
Just so many
so
people,
cool.
man, that are here with us. Nicholas Akron,
Yes.
who's here with us, man. Nick, you got to come too, man.
Well, he said, "Oh my man, listen."
Nick came. I think it was the year before.
He came one year to bring me.
He only came one day because he had to leave.
He brought me my cake.
He didn't want to leave.
Bring me another. Let me stop.
Yep. That's him.
Yeah, man.
That's him.
Hey, this is about the fourth time that somebody mentioned about Oh My Mills, man. So we need to get. Oh, they go Adrian.
Listen, we have to.
Yeah.
He was another one that was in our generation.
Yeah, he was, man. So, man, like all these guys that was out there, man, like him, it would be good to have him, y'all era with Ives up there. And man, I just want everybody, and we want to get some of these Jewel Dominion guys there and ladies, hopefully Nikki D and Kim and Fran. Oh my God, Fran just tearing up things, man. She's killing it, man. And get Lisa Lane, man, all these man. I'm just excited, man.
Can I do this? Can I bring up another legend?
Come
Alvin?
on. Come on. Who you got?
Who you got? This guy needs no introduction.
Uh-oh. No way. Oh boy. There you go. Superman is in the building.
Superman is in the building.
Don't let that look. Hey, y'all don't let that look fool y'all.
Don't call me that. Don't call me Superman.
Okay, no. See that? Look,
I'm coming in humble this year.
Dante, what you think about that statement? Like,
wait. It's what he just said.
Where's Marcus Randolph?
I'm coming in humble.
Get Marcus Randolph on here.
I should say humble instead of humble. I'm coming in under the radar.
Oh my God, this is so good, man. How you doing, Chuck, man? Oh man, you look like
I just finished playing Assembly Northeast Florida.
Woo.
For 4 days. Well, 3 days out of the 4.
Wow. So look at him. He back in the game. Chuck back
I'm back on the non-chitlins circuit.
Chuck, what's going to be your approach this year? All them guys waiting. Hey, they're going to be waiting on you because you cut up last year.
I've been here and I saw Fat Man play in Pensacola a few weeks ago, and then I saw Darrell play in Pompano. Darrell Randolph. And man, them guys ready, man. And then I saw Josh Brian Taylor challenging me to play the 6-string.
See that?
To play the lap. So I was doing good, but then Josh told me play the lap. So I'll beat him I'll play the lap and beat him at that too.
See, Chuck. See, I thought you said, hey man, listen.
I was trying to be humble, man, but the way Josh approached me,
he came at
you wrong.
He hit me the wrong way, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Chuck. Now let me tell you this. I know you the GOAT, but if I invite friends outside of the community, please welcome them with open arms. Don't cut up like you did before. Now, you already know what I'm talking about. Now, I ain't. You know.
I don't. Who did I treat wrong last year?
You didn't treat nobody wrong, but maybe you just didn't treat them all right. But you ain't treat.
Well, who did not treat right?
No, hey, listen. You just bring your A game because, like, man, I'm gonna tell you the way Marcus and you were sitting on the side with Marcus and Darrell, and boy, they was, man, y'all was going in, boy, when y'all was on stage, man. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited.
Chuck, it's good to see you, man.
The thing about the summit is, I come there afraid. So I have to go there with guns blazing because everybody can really play really well these days. It's not, when I was coming up, it wasn't that many good players. All these guys are great players in their own rights, and it's really a blessing to be there. Like Ives is he's on here.
I see Ives. Look at Ives
making fun, but to see him last year play praise and worship, it was just enlightening. Because I'm not as great at praise and worship.
Ives, he calling you Ives.
And it's different guys that are very good at different things that they do in at different segments of the services.
Yes.
And young Miles.
Yes, we know Miles.
I didn't know he was as great as he was until after the summit.
Chuck,
that guy is something else, man.
Have you heard him now? Listen, he doing all your runs, all Robert runs, all Belt runs, all Frank Owens. He's like Purple Tim. And y'all know who he can look at you and you play it one time and he would duplicate exactly what you do. I'm telling you, man, that's a gifted young man. He's excited about coming.
Yeah.
The other thing that's exciting about the Sacred Steel Summit is the relationships you form. And so we was blessed. Yep. Calvin and I was on tour, and Frank Owens and Darrell Randolph came to the concert, and it really lifted us. It took us to a whole nother level.
Wow.
And it's just having these guys, and then I was trying to make it up there to the when they was doing the musicians appreciation in Detroit.
Okay.
And I had a plane ticket and I just didn't feel well and I wasn't able to make it. Mm-hmm. But I was really sorry I didn't make it. And Dante and Fonville, I was really inspired by the way they played, and I can't forget Tremaine on the guitar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be gunning for him this year, but
Tremaine, he calling you out.
I just saw Tremaine. Tremaine last night.
Now you don't want to get my that's my little brother, but he's my little big brother.
I saw Tremaine last night. He ready,
brother, man. I'm scared of him.
Chuck, let me tell you, Tremaine already asked me if we can do a guitar against Steel, right? Then he said he want a challenge. And I told him I didn't know, we have to see. But now that you call that one out, Tremaine is going to be on.
Well,
be on Tremaine. So Tremaine, you got to be there.
I'm humble this year. But Tremaine challenged me last year. And I'm ready to put him in his place. Tremaine and I on the stage at the same time.
Chuck, you better be careful. See, you talking.
No, man, I don't see Tremaine. He can beat every guitar player. But he can't hang with no Steel, man. Not no.
Look, hey, hold up. I'm gonna tell you. I got a little sniper in my corner. That little Noble. Don't sleep on my sniper. Don't. Hey, I'm telling you right now.
Which Noble you talking about?
Wow, Chuck. Now you know I'm talking about
watching
Tion Noble, the son.
Tion.
With Tion?
Yes.
Yes. Ask Phil about him. That boy. Yeah, you know.
No, wait a second.
You on here right now.
Before you go any further, Tion and I played the whole assembly.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
We allies. In fact,
okay, y'all allies.
I put Tion up against Tremaine right now.
Oh, hey. Hey, now stop. Now, see, Chuck, you're being messy. Don't start that right now. Now, you know, both of them are my. Don't do that, Chuck. Don't put me in the middle like that.
No,
you know, we can,
hey, man,
I can't have that like that now.
Well,
so let's move on. Let's stay with
the guy carried me the whole week.
He did. Ain't he good?
Well, listen, you put him on. He great on praise and worship.
Mm-hmm.
He's great on choirs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And then he's no slouch when it comes to backing you up.
Woo, I'm telling you,
through the services.
Yeah.
Now,
right.
The other guy, and this is what's good about the Sacred Steel Summit.
Okay.
I hope Josh Davis comes, because Josh Davis can play some steel, man.
Josh Davis,
He the one that does praise and worship in Nashville.
Oh, he plays.
He's a singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He asked me to come and play the assembly, but he played Thursday night, and I went there Thursday night, and I came in there scared Friday, man, because the guy can play.
He played it still. What?
Oh no, he plays great, man.
Well, D-Rod in the house.
All these guys play great, and then the other people that you bring in from the outside, they are really good, and they really have learned about Sacred Steel. And one of the surprising things for me was Taj Mahal. He knows all the Sacred Steel CDs.
Really?
He loves Treadway.
Wow.
He loved the Pass Me Not CD.
Wow.
And he loved Gent. Of course, Ernie Isley. He told us, he said, man, on the Hendrix tour, the Sacred Steel was one of the best parts.
Wow.
He said it really reminded him of his brothers, moaning and stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And then Steve Vai told me he can't believe the tone that Derek and Gent would get.
Wow.
And when you have these guitar legends.
Yeah, these are heavy hitters, man, you're talking about.
Yeah, talking this way is really a great thing that we have. And although some people might look at it as me coming in talking junk or being disrespectful, I would say 95% of the guys don't look at it that way, because when we go to church, you really have to do your best to sit in that seat.
Oh, yeah.
Because the congregation is not going to stand for you not being your best.
Come on, especially our congregation.
Yeah, and they know our music.
Yeah.
And they know when we are playing Anointed or when we up there just trying to be a show.
Right.
And they will let you know it. And so I had the privilege of playing at the assembly, and I don't think I was a show. I think I actually was playing spiritually. And so I'm glad about that. And so I'm looking for playing in church.
Did you get up and
I have been doing in a while.
Did you get up and start shouting?
Not quite. I almost shouted when Fat Man was playing, and also when Darrell was playing, when I was at those services.
Yeah.
But I hadn't shouted in so long. I was afraid I was gonna make a big mess. I was gonna end up falling out on the floor.
Oh my Lord! Boy, Chuck, you looking like your dad. Oh my Lord!
Oh, that's what they say, man. I came in there with a 3-piece suit on there. They thought it was Bishop.
I'm telling you, man, because you looking just like him, man. God. Hey, but Chuck, listen, tell us a little. Okay, now I got to ask this question, y'all. This is history. So, Chuck, tell us about when you transitioned the 83 run, the famous run that you did when you scaled it all the way down. And the one Glenn was just, how did you get that? Like, what inspired you to do that?
No, it was a gift from God, man.
It was
it's one of them things you fall into.
Really?
And then you keep practicing it, and you wait till you go to a service, and you can throw it in there, and then you know that it's anointed.
Man, Chuck, that was
because while you at home practicing it, whether it would edify the church or not is totally different from when you're playing in the living room.
Correct. Right.
So that's what happened. And when it happened in church, I said, I said, the Lord done gave me something. So I went to Nashville and I was talking all kind of stuff before. I said, man, y'all wait till I throw this run in here, man. Now I didn't know if I was gonna be successful.
Man, you was
I didn't know if I was gonna fall off the parallel bar when it came. But it went in.
You landed.
I just thank the Lord for blessing me.
Yeah, that was good, man. That resonated with me. That was just man. So I'm good. But listen, all right, Dante, we got him on here. We'll be talking all night, man.
Listen,
y'all come to the summit if y'all want more, Chuck.
Chuck was the variable in at last year's summit. So
especially at the hotel, boy, when he cut up.
And I'm talking about a good variable. And if you missed his workshop that he did, he was dropping he was dropping some heavy weight. So this is why it's important that you all stick around. He was tripping the whole time, and we have fun. But he was dropping some knowledge when we got down to talking about the art of sacred steel. So and his style.
And Chuck always gonna tell you the truth.
He gonna tell you the
truth. Wait! Don't say that, Al.
Chuck,
I'm gonna have to pay for that one.
You're gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I say you're gonna be honest.
I'm gonna tell you my truth, but I don't know if it's the truth. The true truth at the end. But I'm gonna tell you this. One thing about the Sacred Steel community, most of us learn about each other through others. Just like you all was talking about Tion. Yeah. I remember Derek coming from Philadelphia, and he was telling me, he said, hey man, you better watch Dave Fonville. And I didn't even know Dave Fonville because I was a fan of his brother Al. And when I was at Al's funeral, I broke down. I cried like a baby, man. I embarrassed myself. I was crying so hard.
Wow.
Dave come up and it's amazing. And then you get families like the Fox brothers, you get Hickman, and everybody coming out of this. They come to the summit where we can really let loose. It's not like church. So you can be showy. Yeah. Don't have to just be so spiritual going by the minister or the praise leader or the prayer leader. Place. Yeah, and it's as you say, it's a safe place. And when you think about that, and when you had the legend Bishop Beard on, I came up on the Bishop Beard, and I was the drummer. I was a drummer in Nashville.
Everybody start with the drums.
Since 69. 69. Wow. So I played with Calvin and Ted. And as you say, they gave you the discipline. But then in 1974, they gave me a chance to play on the steel. Wow. And my biggest supporter, and has been and always has been, is Robert's father, Everett.
Wow.
See and that? Everett, between Everett and the Taylor brothers, Larry Taylor and all them, man, they was pushing me hard. And they made sure that when I played, that people was on the floor shouting.
Wow, man.
And Everett has been that kind of friend. And
that's awesome.
Al,
awesome.
Your father.
Oh yeah.
We call him Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Man.
That's another story there.
Yeah,
boy.
he was always telling me, man, I know y'all scared of my boys, man. Y'all scared of for him to be so big and talk so high, man. And then I just saw you, Dante. I just saw your sister.
Okay.
In the assembly, And I was just telling, I was just telling them what your family meant to me. Your father Ed, and then your brother Rico, he went on the road with us. And it's such a great community of
yes.
And I can't say enough about Calvin. I know he's been down a little bit, but and all the people that we've lost. So it's a chance for you to see everybody.
Yes,
absolutely.
Talk to the people.
Yep.
And you can have your own personal experience with these legends. Yeah. And like you say, the new set of legends that are coming through, man, I can't tell you how great all of my. I mean, I'm really. It's really, you really get hard pressed to find a steel player that really can't play now.
Wow.
Once they enter the stage, it's really hard pressed not to see one that can't play.
Yeah, man.
So,
man.
Right.
Well, man, I'm excited, man.
I am too. I can't wait.
I can't wait either. Let's go. We all can't wait.
Tremaine just entered the chat.
Tremaine, he called you out,
Come
Tremaine.
on, Tremaine.
Tremaine, Chuck,
bring it on.
I told you he was coming. I told you that.
Yeah,
listen, Tremaine, if you hadn't joined us, Tremaine, Chuck called you out.
He called you out.
Yeah, but he did make he actually made Dante sound pretty good at the
Oh, he did. Oh, hey, Chuck. Dante,
only Chuck.
Chuck may get us in trouble. Hey, if y'all want more Chuck Campbell, y'all come to the Sacred Steel Summit 2025. And look, at the hotel room, we're going to have him down in the lobby. He's going to be sitting on that couch. We're going to have guitars, and we're going to cut the food, man, the proper way.
Listen, like we did last year. It was so much
just like
fun.
We did. Yeah, man. All right.
Last year, Ivis was in the chat as well, talking about that run as well. Ivis Hicks.
Ivis know about it.
We it makes me think about Chuck. I think it was the 86, 87 assembly in Pompano.
Yeah.
Was it, I can't remember which year it was, but the that tape.
Oh, you talking about the clip
my dad on bass
and Al on bass?
No, yes, no, not that one. Not that one. The year before with my dad on bass. Phil was on guitar.
Yeah.
And Derek played drums, you on steel. Glenn was on keys.
You got a tape of that?
I think so. I gotta find it. That's a classic.
Man, brought it up if you didn't have it.
That's a classic.
I know I got it. I know.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
That tape, that service was a classic service. And that was the year that you actually set up my Deckley, my 10-string Deckley.
I might have it in one of these.
And I started playing. You probably do. You probably do.
I got
everybody
Chuck.
that's on Facebook.
We got a whole bunch of Chuck and Phil in here.
You do. You. I know you got it, Alvin. For everybody that's joining us here on Facebook and YouTube, you all are just like eavesdropping in the conversation that we would normally be having in the choir room in Nashville, upstairs, while somebody preaching, and then when they get to going and we running out trying to get on our instruments.
This is the young guys trying to hope we don't come back so they could jump on.
Come on. But man, we appreciate you, Chuck, and the contribution.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate you and your contribution.
Yes.
That you've left all these guys, all of us.
Yes, man, for sure.
Yes, impressionable.
Yeah.
Well, it came back to me, and it keeps coming back. So
there you go.
I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Well, Chuck, I got your cake coming. Hey, Chuck. Hey, before you go, Chuck, how many guitars you got at your house? If you ever go to Chuck's house, he got a guitar in every room, including the bathroom. How many you got, Chuck? Come on.
I don't know. I must have about 9.
Woo! Every room, he got a guitar. I mean, I'm like, if you're a steel player, go to his house. well, let me not say that because I don't want George.
You're right. Don't say that.
But anyway,
but no, we appreciate you, Chuck, man, and thank you for taking out the time to be with us on today, man. We looking forward to seeing you at the summit.
Well, anyway, great conversation, man. I
the
hope
champ is here. The champ is here.
Yeah, because that Fonville and Fox, man. I don't know. Fox gonna bring some contraption down there, like Back to the Future, man.
That boy, hey.
Yeah, he in the what was the doctor name in Back to the Future? That man, the professor. Man,
yeah, man.
He's ready.
That Dave Fonville story, I had no idea he played everything right-handed and stuff.
Right-handed. That was new to me too.
I didn't either, man.
That's amazing. That's an amazing.
It blew me away.
By the way, we need to let him tell about how many he come from a long line of great, because he from the Lockley family.
Yep.
Too, I think. So he,
who was that?
Fonville.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
See this?
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, he come from, and his aunt that just passed. Our condolences.
Okay.
Her husband Charlie Smith, his brother was Tommy Smith, and Tommy was playing these wild chords, man. The major sevens and
on the steel.
No, on the guitar.
On
the guitar, man, that nobody even knew where he was coming from.
Wow.
And you know, Dave and Maurice Fonville.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
they coming this year.
He one of the baddest bass players, still is.
He's up here in Atlanta.
Yeah, so and then you got their brother. I mean, they come from a long line. Terrence, they were all great. So, you know, if these guys talk about, sometimes it seems like you bragging, but when you find out, some of these guys got some of this stuff in their DNA.
Yep.
Yes,
absolutely.
You're absolutely right. I named three:
absolutely.
Harry, Jet, and AJ. Harry, Jet, and AJ. That's in their DNA. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, AJ is just incredible, man. I don't even
think about it. That's in their DNA.
Yeah, it's just, well, he was like that from the that first Sacred Steel you had with
in Tennessee,
2010.
In Memphis.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, where he was jumping up on the chairs and playing the steel and all that stuff, man.
You remember that, Chuck?
Yeah, we said, well, man, where did dude come from, man?
He was trying to do like his idol, Robert Randolph. You know, Robert was doing all that crazy stuff.
Hey, Robert told me one time when he saw that, he said, man, I thought that dude was my son, man.
Chuck, man, stop. Chuck. Hey, Chuck. Tremaine said we need more trash talk this year. So you might as well get ready, Chuck. You started it.
Well, tell Tremaine once we get on the stage together, it's gonna be me and him, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
And tell
Tremaine,
him the good thing about Tremaine, he didn't get in his feelings, man. He just took it back to me. Then he kind of like he laid off a little bit, but we'll see, because nothing that man could play. He played with some of everybody.
I'm telling you, and he played by himself. He looped and everything. Well, look, man, I'm excited, man. And man, Chuck, man, this has been good, man. And because we got a few more people in the house. Who you got back there in the room waiting?
What you mean?
No, not you, Dante. You know,
we were waiting on Don and Rico. They haven't come to camera yet, but I think I did send them a message to.
Who else you got back there? They them?
Let me bring them up.
Bring them on up.
There they are.
Oh, there.
Unmute yourself.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
What up?
Don and Rico Unplugged.
No, say that right. I'll say that right. It's Rico and Don.
It's Rico and
I'm sorry,
Don.
I was testing. Rico
Hey,
and Don.
Al, you said it. Al, you said it right the first time, man.
See that? Hey, now tell Rico will get back with you now. You don't start now. This ain't Big Al.
So the thing with Chuck is Chuck does not discriminate. He trash talks the singers too.
Chuck, oh my Lord.
You talking about the singer that sang too long?
Oh my Lord. Stop, Chuck.
And
Hey, boy, this is
let the steel take over. You talking about them singers?
You know what? Don't
See
start.
what I mean? See what I mean?
You talking about the That's All Right singers?
Oh,
see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? I've been taught to respect my elders, so I keep my mouth shut. My elders, Chuck Campbell.
But this is, man, this
Yeah,
is so
well,
good.
you're an elder, right? You are an elder.
No, you are older.
Dante, get him.
Yeah, but you are
Listen, this is the kind of family
so
love y'all gonna get.
I don't want you using those choice words that you use on Rico out in the public. I don't want you doing that.
Hey, Don, go ahead and start
don't
singing.
Go
Let's just
Cleveland
drown
on
him
us.
out.
Don't go Cleveland.
This is what I'm gonna do to Chuck's head. I'm gonna do to your head, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm scared. I told you we scared of you. We are scared of you. Everybody.
Stop.
Good.
Yeah, we scared of Don.
You know what? Chuck.
Only Chuck Campbell.
Bye, Chuck. Bye, Chuck.
I'll see you.
Bye, Chuck. Bye. Bye. Bye, Chuck.
We appreciate you, Chuck.
Hey, love you.
Bye.
I love all of you.
We love you too, Chuck.
We'll see you in May, Chuck.
I hope Rico will play with me. Don't let you guys tell you not to play with me, man. You can disobey.
Why you blame everything on Don?
We praying for your wife, Chuck, because she got a handful. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Joy. Get him,
Where's
Joy.
my babe, Joy? Where is she?
Bye, Chuck.
We love
Bye,
you, Chuck.
Look at that face. Go on, get it.
We love you, Chuck.
Good note. We love you, Chuck. There you go.
Oh my
That
goodness.
face, boy. He was going to start again.
Don and Rico, it's so good to see you all.
You too.
Same here. I think we need
Listen,
this is our host. They host every night.
Yes. This is a host for the Sacred Steel Summit 2025. They've been hosting the last couple of years and it's been phenomenal.
Yes,
and you all have to check out their Facebook page, Rico and Don Unplugged. They just go in, they have special guests. Y'all gotta listen, go like and subscribe to what they're doing. It's some good stuff.
Yes.
But how you doing? How you doing, Don? How you doing, Rico?
We're doing great. We're doing fine. It's an honor to be considered. And I just bless y'all and are honored for what you all are doing. Keeping Sacred Steel alive, keeping our music alive. It's just an honor to be part of it. And it's just an honor to be part of it. I'm a musician. I play the piano.
Yeah.
I'm not a steel player. I can play the bass.
Well, see that? Well, you need to bring a little one on stage, Don. Yeah, I see that.
But you know, I'm just honored that I'm honored that.
What? Actually, she been my drummer. When it's just me, she get on the drums.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Well, hey,
come on, Don.
Hey, we need to bring. Hey, listen. Hey, man, Don, I want you to say that you're honored. This is our thing. So I know we are part, but you know, y'all are us and we are y'all. So this is our thing, okay? So I just want you to say that this is our. Listen.
Look, you're right, and you know what? 'Cause I'm listening to what everyone is saying, and it's a blessing to know what my experiences was. What my experiences is in the church. The first steel player I grew up with was Calvin Cook.
Wow. Really?
Right?
What's up, Tremaine?
Oh, that in Ohio. So when I was in Ohio, I just sit back thinking, wow, it's just amazing because his brother Freddie Cook used to play the piano. the electric
Wow.
piano when nobody was playing it, but he was imitating ding 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 boom boom ding ding ding
Really?
ding boom ding 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 ding. I said, Calvin, I thought Freddie made that up. He said, no, that was my tune. I'm like, wow. And then, and you know who the first set players that I had ever, from my experience, it was the Fonville boys. They were in Ohio. They lived in Youngstown, Ohio.
Who name them? Do you remember that?
So it was Terrence Fonville on the steel.
I can't hear you.
On the steel.
I think somebody got.
It was Terrence Fonville on the steel,
There you go.
his brother Maurice on the bass, and Adrian Fonville was on the drum. So those were our state musicians. This was in the 70s. This was in the early 70s. This was mid 70s.
Guess what?
Wow.
They're gonna be there this year.
That's amazing.
The whole group, dude.
The whole group.
Your hubby over there. He that little silent person over there, but that's my little brother. It's cousin Rico, man. Yep. So man, I'm excited about that. Yep. They're gonna be playing. So man, I don't want to tell everything, but y'all go ahead.
That's amazing.
Let's talk about Rico and Don. But I can't believe you mentioned that. There you go.
Well, it's amazing that you brought that history up, and then we're and coming full circle. They're going to be there this year.
This is what I'm saying.
And you know who else I remember playing in Ohio? Tolliver.
Who?
Wow.
Tolliver.
Yes.
Robert Tolliver.
Robert Tolliver. Yep. Oh, okay. Wow.
So that's my experience. He was from Dayton, Ohio.
He started on the bass.
Yeah.
Then he moved to the steel.
Yep.
Wow.
So that was just my experience. So it's like even sitting in and then I always think about the steel, like, so in the service, and that's why I just love what y'all are doing, because it really brings everybody together. How important the music is, the singers, the audience, with the response to what the musicians are doing, and how the musicians can feed off of the spirit in the service, and what they're doing, and how it all just works together. So I'm just honored to be one of the singers. I hope you have a lot more singers.
Well, listen, now that you put it out, I talked with Keith and you and Robin and Dale Hines. And, he even said he wanted help, but that's gonna be like your category, your thing. So we'll talk more about that. Okay, bring them on. We want to get the whole Still Summit choir. But
Don, I can't.
Go ahead,
Don. I can't go without talking about your late brother, who was a big influence on me as a keyboard player and as an organist.
Yes,
I got a chance when I first moved to Atlanta. We both. It's funny because when I started playing at Salem with Jasper Williams, I talked about Mark, and when I mentioned Mark's name to Pastor Jasper, he said, "Mark." He said, "Yeah, I know Mark," and it was such a reunion in saying that, because he loved Mark. He loved Mark, and they loved him. And Mark was very influential in really honing me on the organ. He showed me a lot. Like, I didn't have a lot of musicians show. I played keys, but organ was a different thing. A lot of people that play piano can't play organ. But Mark was an excellent choir master, but he was also an excellent organist, all around musician. And Mark showed me so much in the time that he was here. So I'm grateful. And I, every time I see you in your form and doing what you do, it always brings me back to Mark.
Wow, man.
That's an honor. And Mark's work ethic just a little bit reminds me a little bit of Glenn Lee's work ethic. They reminded me of each other a lot in that. And they were sweet, but they honed it. And I am what I am and can hear what I can hear and do what I do because of Mark Hodge. And I thank you for mentioning that, because he was a perfectionist for God's music, and it wasn't, it was serious business. Yes. And so when he connected with Jasper Williams and Salem Baptist Church, and he worked a lot with the Gospel Music Workshops of America.
Yes, he did.
And the beauty is he brought all of that to us and to the church, and he never stopped with helping every musician. And that's why I play the piano. The first thing he taught me was you have to learn how to play in every key, Dawn. You can't play in just one. So I can play the piano in every key.
In every key, what?
Every key.
Rico, you ain't never tell me that.
Well, she's old fashioned, but she can. She can play at every
why I
key.
love my brother.
She know all the songs. She can play.
Rico is gonna tell it just like it.
I know.
She
That's
old
amazing.
fashioned, but she can though.
Well,
She
that's
really
good.
can. Yep.
Yeah.
Listen,
But I'm
well,
gonna tell
that-
you
but
about
that's
Mark.
what
Though. Mark poured into me. He was the first
Mm.
person that I went and he took me around to play for different groups. And of course, I didn't go to no rehearsals. He
Wow.
just said, "Come on, we're gonna go in here and listen to this." Before the number system, Mark used to call out the keys during a
Yes.
song. Mind you, I don't know the song I'm playing. Mark would call out the keys while the song was going on, and I would play a whole concert with Mark calling out the keys to me. It's
Yep.
crazy.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That was Mark.
And he would give you a lot of confidence too, the way he would talk to you. And he would, Dante, he'll get you when you're wrong.
He sure will.
But
He sure
he
will.
showed that much love too,
Yep.
which made you want to be around him and learn more.
Yep.
So I was grateful for the short time I spent with Mark, also working with the mass choir. And like I said, a lot of those groups that was outside the church, he was the first one I went with that took you around the whole city, playing at different churches with different groups. I know none of their songs. And Mark would
Wow.
just call out the keys just like that.
Wow.
Yeah, he
You,
was.
you,
he
you know
was
what?
that-
number.
Yeah,
He was
you
that
know what?
person.
Listening to you all on this right here about this is kind of inspiring me to, I'm hoping to grow the summit much bigger. You have to start at some place, but like we have so many great musicians, not just dealing with the steel players, but when you start mentioning the Mark and Don mentioned about with Glenn, like, do you not know how many great singers that we had that came, they had to go out because they wasn't able to maybe get fed with the ministry, with the, monetary, because they, we was just not there, but they need to be recognized too. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, Don, with the singers, because I know Keith talked about that, I'm getting with Rico and Choppy, they're going to be doing a workshop with the bass guitars on how this, and they're going to be doing, well, I hope Choppy talked with you. He was supposed to, y'all are, but anyway, they're going to be doing that. And I talked with Brian Bush about doing something with the drums, getting a clinic. And then I know at one point, me and Phil Campbell had talked about with the guitars, and I talked with Jermaine Tank. But this is what we need, because this is overall respect. We know we honor the steel players, and that's where it comes from, because that's our tradition. But we're gonna talk more about that. Go ahead, Dante.
No, this is good. No, I'm really
good.
glad that we talked about that, because he was Mark was such an influence.
He's a bad boy. Yeah, he was bad.
When Rico talked about how he corrected us, he was the same way with me on organ. I play something, we were in key of C sharp, and and that was like a favorite key. I played in F when I started out, and C sharp was a good key for me. And he said, Dante, you could play it in F. You can do it in F sharp or G or a key of A or a key of E. He always challenged me. And and to this day, I play in every key. I don't have to transpose. I never transpose, because he taught me to just play in the key that it's supposed to be in. He taught me to listen. One of the things that I admire about the older musicians, I was privy. I'm old enough to remember Sammy. Y'all remember Sammy, Blind Sammy?
Yes, I remember Sammy.
Listen, I remember. Listening to how he had perfect pitch. He had perfect pitch, and he could hear something and tell you what chord to play. So to be around these legends, people that I grew up with, and Don and Rico, and having Elder Beard and Bishop Beard and Mark and all these people that just influenced me. I know what it is to really work hard at your craft, because they pushed us. They didn't just let us. You couldn't do what you wanted to do. You thought it was going to be okay, right?
Listen, They pushed us and made us do what, and it didn't feel good at the time, but man, I appreciate it now, because I'm not knocking what's out now, but it's different. We were
Right.
taught with a different
It is.
musician ethic. We were
What I'm
just taught
saying.
differently. And so then
Yeah.
you can't cut corners. And then even when you hear stuff, I can tell who's cutting corners and who's not. And I can't help it. It was just for how I was
Yes, sir,
groomed, how we were groomed.
Man,
And
that's just so funny you mentioned that, Don. And I want to say, Don, what's your experience? Because for some reason we're shifting on Mark. It's just, it is what it is. And so, what was your experience with him, with a correction that stood out with you? Because I remember him even in Nashville. If somebody did something wrong, he would like, So, what's your one memory you had of that kind of stand out with you, that you it wasn't bad, but he made sure that it was right, like Dante said, this.
Right.
well, but listen, Al, now when you were correcting, now Mark was my brother, so the correction from me was a little bit different. Glenn would correct you differently.
Well, tell us.
Now he would correct somebody else. It was a look. It was right after we did it, pulling me to the side. It was different because he said, "Dawn, wait a minute." It just didn't look pretty.
Okay.
And it hurt at first, but it's like, Mark, really? Dawn, because you know that better. I told you to sing tenor, you sing an alto. Now you see Marla's playing, and if Marla was my sister, if she's playing,
Yes.
and I'm like,
Marla.
well, Mark, I didn't know, but you know better. And I'm like, until one day, it was a mass choir anniversary.
Yeah.
And this was the first time that I think Mark then respected me, as we were singing Silver and Gold by Kirk Franklin. And it was 3 parts. We had to go to this one part. I went up to Mark and said, Mark, that's not what the alto part is. The alto is supposed to be doing this. He looked at me like, then we did it again. He said, Dawn, don't do that. I said, okay. He went back and listened to it. He said, Dawn, you were right. I said,
wow, really?
You're right. It wasn't right. So I guess at that point, he said, wow, Dawn, it was in Cleveland, Ohio. It was at the Mass Choir anniversary. And I remember him telling me that. And I'm like, wow. And that's when I said, okay, maybe, what he taught me, he saw it. And it finally came into fruition. And wow, Dawn, okay, I think Dawn is going to be all right. So it was with that. That's when we became kind of equal, but not equal, I guess, in a way.
Ooh, equal. Well, I don't want to say now.
I don't know about equal. That might not be a good
brother was the
word.
But hey.
But that was a blessing and an honor. I'm just honored that you are like with Mark. He was just mine.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Well, we honored to have y'all.
That time, all of the time, Dante, that they remind me of you. You Mark, girl. You're not doing. You just got Mark, and that's just an honor. That's an honor.
Wow. Well, you're a gift. You're a blessing to us all. You and Rico both, and it's just good. It's so good to come back down to Florida again, and all of us and everyone that's tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Y'all, we're just having popcorn and chicken wings and just talking around the table. This is how we are when we get together. It's family affair. It's like getting together with long lost people that we haven't seen. We may have seen them last month, and we're just happy to see them again. But this is how we are when we get together. It's such the family camaraderie, the love that we have toward each other is just great. So
I think Don has something else.
No, I just wanted to know, do you all know what the weather is going to be like? Because it was hot.
It was hot last year.
It's going to be hot. But you know what? I don't know. This weather been like, it's been off. Like, it's been cold, hot. But trust me, June, May, it's going to be hot.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, we're thinking about doing some other things, but we want you all to get your t-shirts, and we want it to be relaxed, almost like your family reunion type thing, and but more or less it's gonna kind of be hard. So, but Rico and Don, y'all tell us what some of the things we can expect. Y'all, they're gonna be hosting Friday night, Saturday night, and we're not doing the Sunday night. So we're gonna do the Sun, because we're gonna kind of cut that so we can, nobody really participated. But
what to expect, Rico?
Rico, since it's Rico and Don,
and she the talker, right? So listen, this is what we got coming up.
I know
we
it.
got coming up. We got a website coming up,
Thank
and
you.
because we partnered with somebody that has a channel on Roku. So
Yes,
we'll have access 24 hours, 7 days a week to a channel,
yes.
and we're gonna be getting content, and we're gonna go live when we're down there this time. We keep saying that we're gonna go live and have our little interviews, but we're gonna do it for real this time.
Yes, all right. Because you have a lot of people in the chat asking about y'all, giving y'all, kind of little kahootas and stuff right here.
Corey
Okay,
Smith.
that's Corey Smith. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
up, Corey? Good seeing you down there, man.
Man, this gonna be good, man. Oh, Benji birthday.
Benji.
Hey, oh, we got the quadruple on now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Benji said he gonna be there this year. And plus he
And
bringing
I want to say something about this event. I want to say thanks to you, Al, because it brings back that feeling that we had in the room upstairs down in Nashville.
Come on,
That
man.
feeling, where you got all your brothers and you get to talk to them. And y'all touched on it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say it because it happened. When the preacher come up, we all get off the music and go in the room.
Hey,
it's what happened. We
just talking about that, man. And when the preacher start, we got to go back in. It's about the time, Man, I'm telling you, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've learned so many lessons up in that room up there.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the musicians,
Yeah.
Because I was always scared to ask for too much. I would always just ask them, just teach me one scale, and I'll take it from there, But everybody was always gracious to teach me whatever I wanted to know.
Yeah.
And for the people that don't know Big Al always had a cassette player. Matter of fact, me and him started playing down there at the same time, but he actually bought me a cassette player because I didn't have one.
Wow.
You remember that? Oh my!
You need to record yourself, Rico, so you can. I see. But the advice that you gave me, Al, was some great advice. You said, because when you record yourself and you listen back, you hear the good stuff you did, and you hear the stuff that wasn't so good. Next time you could change it, and that really helped me out because I didn't really have no bass players near me. I had to wait till I saw Eddie or Antony or Lorenzo. I didn't really have no guys near me. Or Maurice Fonville, because he was in Ohio. But you had to wait till state assemblies come around and see him.
Yeah.
So I tore up plenty of 8-tracks, plenty of cassette players, man.
Yeah, man.
Plenty of them. I tore up that tape recorder you bought me, Al.
What, man? It's funny. I bought that, man, because I remember I used to have two people, Brian Taylor and Tony Burns.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were like my little brothers, but I would get them the tape. I said, go around there because Phil, Ed, one of them playing the bass. And, and I never forget that time when my dad, he loved his boys. He thought no matter what. And then he just, he told us to go up there and I had the cassette. I said, Tony, go around that way. I say, Brian, tell him, go over there. And they would run over there. We have the video. Hey, man, that's how we did it back in the day, man. And yeah, man, that feeling was great, man.
That's true.
Well, this is just a little bit of what you guys are going to expect. Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th.
Come on, young preacher.
White Springs, Florida. It's going to be an amazing time, an amazing event. Come on.
We're going higher. Let's go higher. Oh, they got it. Come on, higher. You know what we're doing in the church? Let's go higher. So the first year, the sacred steel. The second year was better. The third year, go higher, right, Rico? Let's go higher. Higher in the Lord. Let's go higher. Higher in the Lord. Let's go. Come on, children. Let's go higher. Higher in the Lord. Yes, come on, children. Let's go higher. Higher. You know how we do it. Let's go higher. Higher in the Lord. Let's go higher. Higher in the Lord. All right.
Come on here.
If y'all want to go higher, y'all come on to the sacred steel. That's where it's at.
We're going to have some fun, y'all.
Y'all got him started. Y'all got him started.
Come on, Al. Hey, Al, You know, me and you still ain't gig together yet. You still owe me one.
Oh, that's right. We gonna do it.
You still owe me one.
What you playing, Al? What you playing? What you playing, boy? What you playing, boy?
Yes, yes. All right, let me stop. Let me stop. Y'all got me excited.
Hey, we ready. We are ready. We are ready.
Well, we
Is Frank
excited.
Owen still in there?
We are excited.
What's that?
Frank, I think he had to leave, but no, he was on, but he had to leave. But no, we're excited to have you all, and y'all heard it here first on Dante's Harmony podcast. Rico and Don Unplugged right here. Come on,
Really?
yeah, we're gonna go higher
Rico,
this year at the 2025 Sacred Steel Summit with Rico and Don Unplugged.
Rico and
this is
Don.
gonna be amazing.
Yes.
Yep.
We're gonna have some fun for sure.
I'm
so
super
honored.
excited. Listen, on the real, y'all. I'm just, again, you know, I got a friend of mine, business guy, and his company, where his business is called Catch the Vision. So when everybody catch the vision of, you know, maybe what God gave me, and I just, you know, you have to have a visionary to start, but
Right.
when you catch the vision and you buy into it and you realize this is my vision too, because we all come from the same place. That's why when we start playing, we get around each other, we talk about the same thing. We start remembering the same situation. Don, you can go all to talk about the choirs all the time. Y'all have heard me and Rico, we're gonna talk about the bass, and Dante gonna talk about everything, drums, because he played everything, you know what I'm saying? But this is the beauty of the summit. We wanted to be the village of a safe place, like Tommy Phillips Jr. said, safe place for us. And we want, you know, we don't want to worry about anything but us. We all getting together, fellowshipping, and that's how I wanted Rico, that experience with that in that room. That's what we want, that atmosphere. And we felt good. You know, was, but we could go in that room, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's very good, man. So I'm excited, Dante. Let me stop.
Yeah. No, this is what it is, and this is what you all are going to expect and get when you come to the Sacred Steel Summit 2025.
Yes.
Rico and Don Unplugged. Y'all heard it here first. Like this is what it is. This is what it is.
Hey, listen. Also, hey, Dante, I do want to mention, you know, we kind of tell everybody about if they would like to still donate. You know,
absolutely,
this is a non-profit thing. So go ahead.
Absolutely.
You know, you may mention that.
So there are a lot of business owners that watch us. There are a lot of business. There are a lot of companies that are here with us right now. And if you are, we want to definitely pitch this out to you as well, because we do a lot of things educationally that teach our youth. We teach those, and we're passing on. It's almost like a master apprenticeship type ordeal that we do within the program. And your dollars matter. And if you want to find a way to give into the Sacred Steel Summit organization, visit our website, sacredsteelsummit.com, or you can go to the leeboys.com. And when you click on the leeboys.com, you just click on the summit button. You'll see information there for contact and for donors and for businesses, so that you all can be involved in what we are doing. This is and even if you're not a business owner, you may be a pastor, you may be a musician, and you may just be learning about this music for the first time. You want to get involved, and you may not be able to attend. Go to our website, click that donate button, and listen, your dollars are going to go toward a worthy cause. Not only do we have such an amazing time with the musicians, but we also give away instruments. We give away skills. We give away guitars. We give away things so that the next generation can carry this music, carry this art form on and on for generations to come. So we thank you. We thank you all for subscribing to us and liking. And for those of you all that are watching, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button and tell somebody about what's going on with the Sacred Steel Summit 2025.
Dante, may I add
Okay.
to that? What you just said has encouraged us on Rico and Dawn Unplugged. We've given away a music development and started giving away music as
Yeah.
well. Just
Yes.
because of that
Talk about
really
that.
influenced us, and so it's paying forward. So what you all are doing is really spreading. It even just spread to us. So Dante, what you said, and we encourage it, we support
Yep.
in any way needed, and I just love what you just said because it really has encouraged us, influenced us to do the same.
Yes.
So this is a blessing. This is just such a blessing.
Yes. Well, you guys are a blessing to us, and for those of you all that are watching, if you come and be a part of this, it will be a blessing to you. And again, for those business
For
owners,
sure.
for those musicians, for those pastors, you want to invest in the next generation, put your money where it counts and give to a worthy cause. We're not just talking it, we're not just playing it, we're not just joking around. We're about God's business. We're in the marketplace making it a reality for the next generation and for generations to come. So we just strongly urge you to again visit our website, sacredsteelsummit.com, and you'll find the information there. And again, you won't be disappointed. Your donation will go toward a worthy cause.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
Oh, I love that.
So come on with your money. Don't be afraid to give. Don't be that's the wrong key. Oh, come on with your money. Don't be afraid to give. He's got the whole world in his hand, and he sure will let you live. So give you. He's got the whole world. Got the whole world. That's to help you, Dante. He's got the
Yes.
whole world in his hand. He's got the whole world. So don't be afraid to give.
Don't
That's
be
all.
afraid to give. I love it.
I like
I love it.
Don't be afraid to give.
Don't be afraid to give.
Yes,
Listen, the only path to receiving is through giving.
it's giving.
The only path to
Amen.
receiving is through giving. Come on here.
No, but he's preaching now.
Yes, yes. Just give. Give.
Yeah.
All right,
I
listen,
see
man. I'm just
Jermaine,
excited, man. I don't want to get
Jermaine,
started.
I know.
Huh?
Jermaine Tank Jennings, he said, Rico and Don, can I play with y'all?
Come
Yes.
on and play, man.
Yes.
Come on and play, Tank.
Because we got some more stuff. It's not just it's different genres.
Oh, watch
Come
out
on.
there, yeah.
Come on.
Dante. So tell
Yes,
them
sir.
about your platform, Dante, where they can, support you.
Definitely. Listen, Dante's Harmony podcast. Listen, just maybe about a week ago, I put out a new CD called Affirm It Now. And it is an EP of 5 tracks. And talking about, in the day and time that we're in right now, with so much turmoil going on in our country, we need to hear something inspiring, something that we can hear to affirm us and to affirm our mind and our thoughts and help us jumpstart our day. So you can stream this project on all streaming platforms, wherever you listen to music. Affirm It Now is what it's called. And it's just an affirmation CD. Check it out. And if you want more information about my podcast and more information about what I do with my mentoring program, you can go to my website, danteharmon.com. And I have links there to my nonprofit organization as well as my podcast. Your dollars will go toward a worthy cause. We are always helping young people through STEM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics on how to navigate through music. We use music as a catalyst to teach them, even when they're struggling in school. Music sometimes is that piece that helps them get over it because there's science in music, there's technology in music, there's engineering in music, there's art. Music is an art, and of course, there's mathematics in music. So your donation will go toward a worthy cause. I'll make sure I put the link in the chat, but you definitely your tax dollars will go toward a worthy worthy foundation.
That's great. Dante, that's great. That's great with the music. I teach preschool. I have my keyboard there. We sing songs 3 and 4 times a day, and it's doing just what you're doing. I'm
Yes.
teaching them math through singing. It's just through songs. And they remember everything just from singing and just from the
Absolutely.
songs and movement. So I think that it's been, and I scrolled through and saw you at Firm. You're a Firm. I said, look at Dante. Dante, that's wonderful. I love the music piece though.
Thank you.
That's really true. A science behind it. And
There's
it's
science
calming
behind
and
it.
peaceful and memorization. It's true. That is true.
It is. It is. Well, Don and Rico, thank y'all for coming on, being with us on today. We're excited to see you all in on Memorial Day weekend in May. And thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Dante.
Very
Love
welcome.
Love
Love
you.
you guys.
Love y'all.
We
Love
you
y'all too. Rico, call me.
Listen,
Well,
Alvin,
man.
I got a little surprise guest for you.
Don't, is it right?
You might want to put your guitar down for a second. Because yeah. So yeah, man. This brother here, man, we keep in touch, and this guy, he's been such a big influence on my life as well as yours. And yeah, I know I messed you up last time with Ronnie.
Yes, you sure did, man.
Yeah, I did. But let me just bring him. Let me bring him up. How you doing, Gammy?
I'm great. How about yourself, man?
Oh my,
What up, cuz?
man, cuz,
What's going on, big timer?
man, and you had me playing the guitar in front of my. Now that's my idol right there.
Oh, come on, man. You
Don't you do it,
doing
cuz.
too much,
Do
man.
it.
You're doing too much, Al.
Man, come on, cuz, man, look at you, man. Oh,
It's good to see you, Gammy.
It's good to see the both of you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Good to see you.
Man.
How you doing,
Cousin.
man?
Oh, man, I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good. Trying to stay to the beat, maintain, and live a peaceful, positive life.
That's right.
Preacher.
That's
man.
right. That's right.
Man.
We would love to have you down, Gammy.
Yeah.
If it's just one day.
Like, when is it?
So it's Memorial Day weekend, and we're in White Springs, Florida. And it's really the Florida folk festival. And we have a big part in the festival.
Hey, Joyful Sounds. That's why I got that rip from my cousin, Gammy.
This is the originator right here.
Oh, wow. Come on, Al.
It's the originator.
You still playing the bass?
I think I know how to play the bass still.
Oh, come on, man.
You know what that means, Gammy.
Yeah, he's one of the biggest.
You know, hey, actually, I'm supposed to be going to Nashville this year, man. And Shane asked me, and I told him, man, I'm gonna try to come, but he want me to play the bass. So I guess I don't know, man. I'm about to pull it out. I still got it now.
I hear you. So what you doing now, Dante? You still playing at those different venues in Atlanta?
Still playing, man. And playing with some remarkable musicians, and doing some awesome things here, man. I just been lately just recording lately.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. But
both of you, man, I really am.
Well, listen, you're one of the guys, and I tell a lot of the guitar players, and you know this. We talk a lot, man. You've influenced so many guys. We know that you pretty much were in the Jewel Dominion, but we're all one big family. But your sound, the things that you did, man, unbelievable.
Thank you. That's awesome, man.
There's so many guitar players that know about you and know of you, even on the Keith side, that you probably never met, but they admire the mess out of you, man.
Oh man, I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank you to them.
Oh yeah.
That's man. Encouragement from you and guys on your side. Like the only guitar player I really know is Phil, and then the guy that plays Shia, his name, but I like him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
Who
stuff.
the guitar player that plays with Kashaya?
Yeah.
Brian.
Brian, that's it. That's
Brian,
it.
yeah. Brian Render. Oh, yeah.
Al turned into a pretty phenomenal guitar player. He done put the bass to the side.
Yeah.
You know, I did my little thing, man. Listen, man, I'm just so happy to see you, cuz. So after this, man, you just make sure you give me a buzz, because now I don't see you, man. I need to talk.
Yeah.
I need to see my cousin. I got to see my cousin, man. I miss you, boy.
Dante,
Man, Dante, you did it again, man. Oh, man.
Dante,
Listen, man,
we got a podcast going on too now, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, he doing his thing, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome.
We got it, man. We have to keep it connected. I want to keep it going. There's some other things that I'm working on, and I just think that no one can tell our story better than we can.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Nobody. You know, somebody can easily come in and do a podcast about sacred steel music, and you know, we roll with it. But who better to tell our story better than us? And I think it's important that when we're writing our story or our history or whatever it is that we're doing, that we are the catalyst for whatever we own our stuff. We're the ones that are dictating how this thing is moving and pushing out. So
yes, sir. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Man.
How's Roosevelt? Speaking
Man.
of steel.
Well, I don't know. I'm his uncle, and you know, I see him on I see him on TV. That's all. I don't even get a chance to talk with. No, I'm just playing, but he's doing all right, man. He texted me the other day, so he was, so he's doing all right. Still, doing his thing out there. So.
He should tell me I said hello, man. He's that man.
Yeah.
Level, boss.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we must get together, man, because I pray to God that if you don't do it this year, man, that we could try to, just arrange it. If not, you can, we can get together somehow, man. But if you play the guitar, I'll play the bass for sure.
Oh yeah, here we go, Dante.
I do that.
Dante, he been saying that for years. Then I get around.
Now that he said it in front of me, yes, right.
Yeah.
But he said it in front of me, so we're gonna hold him to the carpet.
Hey, Denise.
Yeah. Last time I said that, he showed up with a Fender Strat. I said I thought he was gonna play bass, dog.
Can you jump on real quick?
We're gonna get him this time.
Yeah, I gave you the link.
We're gonna make sure we're gonna make sure that he sticks with his word and does what he said he's gonna do. I got you.
Yeah, Dante, man, I gotta hear some pianos. I ain't heard you on the piano in a minute, man.
Man, I'm still playing, man.
I know you're phenomenal, man.
I'm still playing, man. Thank you.
Stuff with you, man.
Man, listen, I miss playing with you.
Yeah, man, we had a good time. I mean, you know what? I still got that in my phone when we did it at your house.
Yes.
Yeah, I still got that stuff on my phone, man.
Man, we got to do it again.
Good stuff.
We
stuff.
have to do it again. Well, listen, man, I know it's late, and I know I wanted you to come on to surprise your family and
man, awesome.
and get them. But man, we would love to have you.
Yes.
Yeah, you said Memorial Weekend. I work Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh wow.
But I don't know. I won't rule it out.
Okay.
Okay.
You said it's in Florida?
It's in Florida. White Springs.
Yeah,
is Ronnie coming?
I talked with him. If you commit to coming, that might push him on over, because he's been promising me, but it's the same thing with him. His work schedule.
We had Kim last year.
We had Kim.
Awesome. How is Kim, man? I ain't talked to Kim in years, man.
She's phenomenal.
She came and wrecked house.
She came and ripped it up.
Hey, Al, have you heard Kim play a guitar?
Oh yeah.
She had my guitar all last year. Man, I you know what? I let her take it with her. I say, when she stayed at the room, I say, take it with you. She had that guitar all weekend, killing it.
Yep.
Hey,
she was playing with both Jewel and Key. She was playing with
That's awesome, man. She's tough.
Yeah.
She's
man. Well, look, man, I'm so happy you was on here, cuz.
Man, I'm happy to be on here, Dante. I appreciate you for considering me, and cuz call me anytime. I appreciate it.
I'll text you and I'll call you, cuz. Love you.
Yeah, y'all keep me in your prayers. I love y'all too. Thank you, Dante.
Man, I love you, man. Always.
Woo.
Always. You already
Man.
know. You already know.
All right, family.
All right,
take care,
man.
man.
All right, take care.
So
Hey,
Alvin,
Dante, man,
yes, sir.
You know, before we got it, you know, that was a call from Gent.
Okay.
You know, he's getting on. Is he in the room?
I don't see him yet.
Okay, well, his wife just called. I told him we may have to do it because Marcus Randolph said the same thing. He had a long night that he's supposed to be on, but
Okay.
you know,
we have
we've
plenty
been
of time.
on
We're
here
gonna
for
do this
already, man.
again. We definitely
Yeah,
gonna
man.
do this again. So
Yeah, man, for sure.
But again, Kiki put some information out on the chat. I just want to make sure that the musicians and those that are not registered that they see. And again, if you have any questions, Kiki's information is right here in the chat. Just click on her feed on Facebook, and you'll be on her page, and you can get in contact with her. You can DM her; she will respond back to you. And she also put the link there for the forums for the musicians and to get the guys that want to be a part of it on program. So this is going to be an amazing time. We want you all to come and support and be a part of an amazing event. And I know that if this is your first time coming, you're definitely going to want to come again, because this is going to be an amazing. It's going to be an amazing feat. I think we may have one more, Alvin, before we go.
Did she come in? That's probably
Yes.
Oh well, I'm about to go get my steel guitar and do a little gent on. No, I'm just playing. Man, bring him on in.
I think they're still trying to. She
said,
listen,
Rico, your brother Rico,
mm-hmm.
put in the post office the upper room. You know he gonna crack a joke, man. I miss Rico. That's my little brother, boy.
That's my brother.
I love him, my brother. Rico, boy. Woo.
Yes.
Man, we still got people on here. Man, hey. Look at him tap the office, the upper room.
Oh man, yeah. And for everyone that is on here, thank you all for just hanging out with us on today. I know we've gone long, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it. I'm probably going to break this up until about 2 podcasts. And for those of you all that couldn't join in with us, we'll be able to you'll be able to hear it on our podcast, and I'll make sure that you know when I release it out to hear back again for playback. But thank you all for just sticking out with us. And again, you all want to be a part of this Sacred Steel Summit this year. A phenomenal lineup of musicians, phenomenal lineup of steel players that you definitely want to be a part. Definitely want to be a part.
They on.
I think we're ready to come. Is Aubrey Gent? Yeah. While Alvin plays us some Philly music.
Wait, I'm trying to get on. Hey, Trish.
There we go. Hey.
And they kind of click back out. I think they're trying to come back in. But again, for those of you all that are still here with us, like and share this post. Thank you all for sticking this out with us on today. And again, make sure that if you want to be a part of this Sacred Steel Summit 2025, make sure that you join and register. Kiki put the information on her Facebook page, also on the comments, and you want to make sure that you click the information that she's provided here, especially for the musicians that are wanting to be a part of the Sacred Steel Summit this year. Make sure you visit this link. Okay, I think we got him back, Alvin. Hey,
Hey,
Hi.
how you
Denise, how
How
doing?
you doing?
We're
You doing
We're
good.
doing okay.
Oh,
Good,
good.
good.
Give him a chance. We just walked in the house and he's
Oh,
trying to get
wow.
comfortable.
Okay, well, yeah, make them comfortable. Yes,
Yeah,
man, it's so good and to have y'all on, man.
it's good to be on.
Well, thank you, y'all. I know y'all just coming from service, man.
Yes.
Okay, man.
Wow.
It's so
So
good, so good.
we
Yeah,
are
we
we are
just been on
so
here talking about the summit.
yeah, we're just so excited to have one of our living legends getting ready to come and talk with us before we leave on today. Aubrey Gent, who is what, second generation his father, Henry Nelson, and you got Aubrey Gent, and then you know, looking at AJ Gent, who's just keeping the tradition going, and to be able to see him with us on today, man.
Yes.
Amazing.
It's about settled, man. We appreciate it. And we're gonna try to maybe schedule a better time the next go around, you know.
Yeah.
Now that we know y'all have church and so
Right.
yes. You got them on mute.
Yeah, I put them on mute so they so it won't
Okay,
be.
so maybe is it gonna be able to work this time or
I think she's just she's
trying to get
preparing.
us? Well, look,
Yeah.
again for you guys that want to play, please try to make sure you get in contact with I'm going to say Dante and Kiki, not, because I'll be busy a lot and everything. Kiki more or less going to, kind of just help. She's like my assistant. So if you want to get in touch with me, just get in touch with her and she'll, give me the thing. And then me and Dante over the next with John, we're going to be working out the schedule. And I want to say hats off to John and my whole the whole committee. John, Mike, Dante, Tina, Kiki, and Carlos, and then we got Sade, and then we got who else we added? Linga, Dante's wife. So we're trying to continue to build a team, and everything helps, y'all. Again, this is this is all a volunteer thing, So if you guys want to help, get in touch with Kiki. If you guys want to donate again, hey, listen, all donations are appreciated, because again, we're doing this, we're trying to keep this tradition, and we just want to thank the Florida Folk Festival for allowing us to have it there. So we want to keep this thing going. So are they about ready?
I think so.
Maybe,
Yeah, we may have to just
maybe we just
we definitely come back, because I know it's been a long night if they're just getting home.
Almost 3 hours.
So let's try to maybe in about 2 weeks. Yeah.
So, I know in about on the 22nd, I just want to give the lead boys, we'll be going back on the shift for about 3 weeks. So, and we're going to San Juan. So I want to make sure that we try to either do it before. If not, then you can just, go ahead and, carry it on and maybe get, and I should still be able to do it from there,
Okay.
if we coordinate it, but
either way, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we want to figure it out, man. Keep the work going, man.
We'll figure it out.
You, Dante.
Man, no, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
and
man.
I appreciate
one more time.
What'd you say again?
They try one more time.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
Okay.
Hello.
Let me see.
Hey, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, there he is, Aubrey Gent.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So good to see you, man. I know you just getting in. You're busy. You probably preached and played.
Yeah, I did. I just got through preaching.
They say train don't leave me. Burn only. Oh my God. Oh, yes, sir. Man, we're just so excited to have this great man. I tell you, man, Gent, you out of the living legends. I tell you, man, you are very well requested, man. People, they just remember you, man, from all your earlier days, and man, because believe it or not, Gent was actually, I think, before the Lee Boys, he was like the first one that was playing at the Florida Folk Festival.
Yes.
Gent did it. It might have been the early 90s. Gent did it. They had it. I saw it. And so, man, Gent has really been one of those arm bearers out there doing this thing, and we're just so happy, man. And this year, we're going to let you cut up, Gent. We're going to let you do your thing. We're going to let you do it. But I'm excited, man.
Well, Gent, if you haven't heard this in a long time, we just want to tell you, on behalf of all of the steel players that are listening and that are on, and that you have influenced, we want to say thank you. Thank you for paving the way for guys like me.
Like all of us.
Like all of us.
Y'all are
we
welcome.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't know Gent plays the organ. Gent, you still can throw down on the organ. Gent, you still got it.
Yeah, I still do organ.
I remember when you 4 periods quiet, Gent was on that organ, he was singing, and he had Leroy Kelts was on the drums, and Bruce was on the bass. I remember that. I was really young. Yeah, I remember that, man. And you've been doing this thing for a long time. And we just want to say we love you and we appreciate your tradition.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So anything you want to say? Oh, look, Lisa Lane said you was her teacher. Wow.
Yep, I was.
Yeah, man. Anything you want to tell us something about history, or anything you want to tell us about what's going on with you?
Well, I just hope to be there. That's all.
Well, man. Hey, let me ask you this, Jim. Are you bringing your amp?
Yep.
Man, Jet had bought his own. You know why? And I like that because he know that's the sound that you like. Now, I've got to
he had it.
Frank Owens that play with us, he take his amp everywhere we got. Say, Frank, they got backline. You say, I know, but I can't. That's the sound I want. So he throw that amp in. So remind me of Gent, man. So what kind of amp you play out of, Gent?
Well, I play out of PV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we can get that for you. You still gonna bring your own?
Well, I'm gonna bring.
We gonna make sure we take care of you, Gent. We got you, man.
All right.
Well, man, listen, Aubrey, we love you, man. I remember as a little boy, you preaching for my grandmother, and coming to West Palm and Belglade, running revivals, and I was a little kid, but coming up playing drums with you, man, you really paved the way for us.
Yeah. Well, I definitely tried.
You did. You did.
Jen, how many years have you? Can you remember how many years you've been playing?
Man, I've been playing about 50 years.
Wow.
Woo. Let me see. Sean Lewis say, Gent, thank you, Gent. We love you, Doc. Dad Harry is smiling down on us. Wow. And that's from Sean Lewis, man.
Yep.
All right.
Adrian Fonville.
What he said?
See, I played the drums for him while he played at my uncle's funeral in 1996.
Man, look at all this, Jen. You see all these people coming in, Jen. Man, 1996.
Appreciate you, man.
They love you, man.
All right.
Well, listen, we're not gonna keep you, Jen. Get you some rest, but we thank you for showing up, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the summit.
All right.
We'll see y'all. Love you, Jen.
We love you, man.
All right.
Don't leave me. You know we got to get you. All right. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, Alvin, it's been a pleasure, man. We just about went 3 hours.
Wow, look at that. And people still on here. How many you got?
They still on here. Listen, everyone that's watching, support our platforms, support what's going on with Sacred Summit, and make sure that you like and share this post. Thank y'all for being with us. Alvin, you already know, man.
I love you, Dante.
Love you, Doc.
Come on, young preacher.
Come on, young preacher. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's get out of here.
All right. We'll see y'all. Thank you all for tuning in with us on today. God bless you all.